Sup, people? This your boy John Doe. How y'all doing today, man? We're here with the castle of unusual suspects. You got Mr. T, C4, Screwface, and last but not least, Dog Holy. Go ahead and say your interests, starting with Dog Holy since he was the last one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dark Hole, your funny talking gamer, aka Mushmouth, man.
Screwface.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's the bad guy I'm talking about. Mr. T.
I sell ice in the winter. I sell fire in the hell. I am a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well.
And C4.
What up, people? It's your boy C4. Let's go.
All right. Well, go ahead and start us off. You got the notes over there, sir. You know what I'm saying? You got a personal secretary, Mr. C4. He's the secretary of the podcast for now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and run it down, man. We start with the Microsoft, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can lead us right on into it, sir.
All right, well, as we all know, Microsoft started the show out with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You know, a lot of us feel a certain way about Call of Duty, but how you feel about it, though?
Man, I am not a big fan of Call of Duty. It's always going to be Call of Duty until they prove something different. You know what I'm saying? Dude, even though I'm not going to sit here and hate and say the game didn't look awesome. The game, graphically, looked amazing. You know, you can tell they took elements from damn near everything they could take elements from. They even took elements from the Matrix with the Swarm. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that didn't look like a Matrix Swarm to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they grabbed a little bit of some of everything. But it looked good, you know what I'm saying? The dude threw the grenade and they heat seek the dude, you know. They definitely trying to step their game up. But I think Battlefield stepped up even higher with the new Battlefield, man. You know, Hardline. That thing gonna be awesome. But go ahead, yeah. But that's all my impressions on that there.
Okay. What you think about it, Holy?
Call of Duty can kiss my ass, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of Call of Duty. And to me, it seemed like it took so much, what you call it?
Titanfall.
So I don't care for it. You know, if I'm gonna get it, yeah, free. Besides that, I don't care for it.
All right. What about you, Screwface?
Well, Dark Holy pretty much summed it up. I don't really care for Call of Duty, and it's too much like Titanfall to me. So, but I mean, the graphics was good though. I'll give them that.
Well, we already know how you gonna feel about it, Mr. T. But go ahead on and give us your insight on it.
Oh no, I mean, you know, I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan. I don't hate Call of Duty or anything like that. I just, you know, it's just not for me. And you know, this latest game is, you know, not doing anything for me either. So.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, y'all already know how I feel about it. I'm with Doc Holy. Fuck it. So on to the next one. Forza Horizon 2. We got any Forza Horizon 2 fans in here, or we can go ahead on and pass that one up?
Man, I think I'm becoming a fan, man. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I seen the screenshot when they had like a whole crew of cars traveling down the interstate, and it looked like a real interstate at that, man. I mean, it looked absolutely beautiful. You know.
Well, I caught Forza for the one Forza 5 or whatever, and I mean it's fun.
Well,
there's only so much you can do, man, in a race car. I don't care how realistic it looks. You know what I'm saying? It get boring to me. It looks like a great game.
Well, Forza, what you call it, supposed to be more of an arcade, not a sim. So I think it'll be a little bit different from the rest of Forza Horizon. Dark Horse, you.
Oh well, as for me, you know, I'm like a Forza fanboy. And John Doe is right. Forza is arcade, more like
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If I can get anything close to the first, what that was, it wasn't Hot Pursuit. It was Most Wanted. If I could get another game like Most Wanted was, man, I could sit and play Most Wanted for hours. I used to love that game.
Yeah, but Forza is just another game. To me, I don't really care for it, but I like Forza 5, the real Forza game.
I wouldn't mind getting another arcade race. I like arcade races. I think that's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they took it a more of a Hot Pursuit route or something like that. But it is supposed to be the arcade version of you know, the Forza franchise. So I'm not really a fan of it either. I think it's a beautiful game, but you know, racing games never really been my thing, unless it's more like a Burnout or something like that. But what about you, Mizzah Tee? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I love racing games. I love racing games. I've always been a racing game fan. So I can see this game appealing to me because I like the arcade style more than I like the simulation. So if I had Xbox One, I'd probably definitely get this game because I probably got. I'm serious. I probably got 60 or so racing games now, you know, on all my systems. So.
Oh wow.
I love racing games. So yeah, I could. It looks like a pretty fun game. So if I had Xbox One, I'd probably definitely pick it up.
Okay, cool. Well, the next game they showed was Evolve. I thought that was a real interesting game, especially when Doe was telling me that one of the players is going to actually be the monster, and the other 4 players are going to be like the hunters.
Yeah.
And that was real interesting to me. What you think about that, though?
To me, I liked the idea when I first heard it, but then I started thinking about it, and I think, like, I don't know how much they can honestly do with what it is 4-on-1. You know what I'm saying? I, unless they got a good campaign, but I don't think the game is supposed to launch with any campaign. I think it's supposed to be just multiplayer, and I don't know how. I think it'll get stale over time. That's just my thoughts on it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know. It's the idea of it sound great, but I wasn't too sure on how long the appeal to it would last. You know. Anybody else want to go in on Evolve?
Not me.
Pretty much touched on it for me, man.
We don't know.
Exactly how I felt.
Okay. Well, what about Assassin's Creed Unity?
Nope.
I know we was all kind of you know, we weren't really fans of Assassin's Creed, but as we were watching it, we were kind of a little bit hype. I know John Doe wasn't, but me and Screwface was kind of hyped to get some co-op assassin in on there.
Yeah, I mean, my thing with it is I like it. It looked like every other Assassin's Creed to me, but I like the idea of the 4-player co-op. If I had 3 other friends that I've gamed with a lot, you know what I'm saying, gonna buy it and we was gonna get it in with it, I would definitely go get it. But I ain't gonna have at least 3 other friends that I know will always be.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So, Doe, did the game make you a Assassin's Creed fan a little bit more, or you still think it's stale?
No, I ain't a fan of Assassin's Creed. I feel it's milked.
Yeah.
Worse than Mario. It's milked worse than Mario.
Speaking of Mario, what you think, Mizzah Tee?
I was an Assassin's Creed fan through 1 and 2. I have 3 as well, but that was kind of impulse buy, if you will. I feel like if we're talking about Assassin's Creed and we're talking more about the multiplayer aspects of it, then that says a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not really feeling it.
Okay. So we're going into the next game, which was a favorite of mine, and this one's almost stole the show for Microsoft, in my opinion. Sunset Overdrive. That's a game I'm really looking forward to on Xbox One. What about you guys?
Well, as for me, too much hype. It's way too much hype for me. Just like a lot of people like Wolfenstein, but Wolfenstein didn't do nothing for me. In that game did not do nothing for me.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling it at all, man.
Oh,
wow.
You went underwater on us again.
Can y'all hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. No, I just wasn't feeling it, man. I mean, it's just not my thing, man. I don't know. It seems too Dead Rising to me, and I didn't like Dead Rising at all.
I can respect that. I already know how you feel about it, though, but go on and tell the people.
Well, y'all already know, man. I honestly, you know, it reminded me too much of Dead Rising. It just seemed too sandboxy for me, you know.
Right, right.
It may grow on me because I have been seeing like some gameplay and it look kind of all right, but as of right now, I'm just not feeling it. It's not. If I get it, probably it most definitely won't be day one.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. Go ahead, Mr. T. Hit him off.
Well, I mean, as a Nintendo dude here, I have to talk up the Xbox One exclusive by myself.
It's like I thought I was the only one who actually liked it. I love it.
I love the game. It looks like a really fun game to me. And again, if I had Xbox One, I would pick this game up. And this might be the reason I pick up an Xbox One. Obviously, it depends on how good the game actually is. You can only get so much out of watching, gameplay footage and trailers and whatnot. But it looks like a game that's right up my alley. So we'll see.
Okay, yeah, I'm most definitely. That's a game I'm looking forward to, and it really was almost the deciding factor in what console I will be picking up. But next game they showed was Fable Legends. I know a couple of y'all like Fable. Once fans of Fable. So
I'm looking forward to Fable, man. Fable looked awesome. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that paladin chick, man, to go to work, man. Especially if she control like a paladin, or tank type in MMOs, man. I think it'll be absolutely beautiful, And it's co-op, and it looked like something new, unlike Assassin's Creed.
Right. That's something you could never do in the Fable world before. So I feel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something new, something fresh, and I like the whole thing with when you can have a person who actually going against you and controlling all the villains or whatever. I think that's pretty nice too,
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the Evolve thing, but on a higher level, whereas you're not just facing one guy who is basically just going one-on-one with the four of you, so much as he's like setting up traps and setting enemies to spawn in certain places. So it's more like a tactical type thing, more over a battling thing. So I do like that as well.
Yeah, I think that's gonna make it real. See, unlike with Evolve, I think somebody doing that is gonna make it a deeper, richer game. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a lot of playability, and with it being 4-person co-op, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's the game that I'm looking forward to.
All right, Mizzah Tee, what you think about Fable?
I'm a kind of a casual Fable fan. I played 1 and 2 on the original Xbox, and I liked them. They're not Zelda or anything, but I like them games. And if I had an Xbox One, I could definitely see myself picking this game up because it's a game I'm familiar with, and they seem like they're going in kind of a new direction with this one. So I'd be interested in seeing how that plays out.
All right. What about you, Screwface?
I like the direction of it. I'm not a huge Fable fan, but it looked good, the gameplay and stuff like that. So, it might be a game. Maybe it could grow on me. I might, pick it up.
All right. I know you're a PC dude over there, Holy. And Fable is on the PC. So what you think about that?
Man, I'm getting it for that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the Fable look amazing. I can't wait for it to come out. Big Fable fan, ever since from the original Xbox. So.
Okay.
Besides that,
your mic going in and out on your Holy.
It's breaker 1-2, breaker 1-2. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's fine now. But it's going in and out though.
Okay, so we all kind of in agreements on the Fable game. We all are looking forward to that. So that's what's up. Next one they went into was Project Spark. So go ahead and take that though.
Hey, I think Project Spark is gonna be a nice game, especially for the kids. Like somebody they put in the comments like kids aren't gonna be able to develop for this game, but kids really don't have to develop. They can play the games. I mean, like it's gonna be hundreds on top of hundreds of different stages and all kinds of stuff you can do. I seen like in the the alpha or the beta or whatever, people had created Angry Birds for it. You feel what I'm saying, dude? They got all kinds of craziness, dude. It's like whatever you imagine, they can basically put on the game. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. What you think, Mizzah Tee?
I'm about to say I'm a little jelly of Project Spark. I feel like that's a game that should have been on the Wii U. That's what I feel like. What you doing, Nintendo? That should have been y'all game. So, I was immediately liking that game when they first revealed it, because he just, again, like that would have been a perfect type of game for Wii U to showcase the gamepad, and obviously using the I think you can use the mobile devices to or the smart glass or whatever to manipulate the game and all that. That's right up my alley too. So again, if I had the Xbox One, that's definitely something I'd pick up, is that game. So.
Okay. What about you, Holy? Dark Project Spark.
I can't wait for that game to come out, so I'm definitely get it day one. The game look amazing, and I have all.
Oh, you done broke up.
Dropsies.
All
right, well, we're gonna go into you, Screwface. What you think about Project Spark, Screwface?
I like Project Spark, man. It looks really cool. I'm with Mizzah Tee, man. It should have been a game that should have dropped to Nintendo. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up, because I do have an Xbox.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. It's a game that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm like John Doe. I think it's a great game for kids. I don't know if you all ever actually played that game called Disney Universe, but that's what it kind of remind me of, like, where
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, cool.
Where they got little levels where it's fun for kids to play, and you can create your own characters and whatnot. So that's a game I'm really looking forward to. It's kind of got a Fable-esque style to it, and that's something I like about it too. So I saw a lot of the worlds they were creating kind of look like Fable, but
you know who I feel it'll be pretty good for? Like the preteens, you know what I'm saying? Like the 11, 10s, and 12s or whatever. Around that age, because they're not really hardcore yet, but at the same time they still got that imagination, and they might be able to build like some crazy things.
Yeah, because they announced a lot of different things you were going to be able to do on it. Like they had like a Galaxies one where it kind of looked like a first person shooter that looked pretty nice, and so I saw, like you said, like a Angry Birds or a Flappy Birds. I saw a lot of different games that you're gonna be able to mock and make your own little iterations of. So it looked pretty dope. And then they ended with Conquer. Y'all already know about that.
Oh, I was just gonna say, leave this and don't say Conquer, man.
Yeah. You wasn't gonna leave this. I wasn't gonna let you leave it.
Oh no, y'all already know I wasn't gonna leave that. That was the highlight of that whole trailer for me.
It was a highlight for me. It was a highlight and a low light, because I feel like if you put Conquer in this game, you're gonna have to basically change Conquer if you ever did make another Conquer game, because you can't go from him kind of being nice and cool and kind of family friendly in this game, and then going back to being the Conquer from '64 and Live and Reloaded. So it would feel a little disjointed. So I'm worried that we might not get a Conquer game after this, after throwing him in this.
Man, you think they're gonna change him up that bad though?
I mean, for me, I don't see how you would be able to go from that game, being in Project Spark, to making him X-rated, or not X-rated, but immature rated, foul-mouthed character again in his own game. I just don't know how they'd be able to make that transition. Not saying that they couldn't. It would just be kind of awkward to me. I don't know.
I think I personally think he's just gonna be like a character you'll be able to use if you were to create like maybe a side scroller or something like that. He might be a character that you could just drop in and you can say, I got Conquer in my game. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Or maybe they may create a little like short game that they'll put on there for everybody to be able to download for free or whatever that just stars Conquer or something like that. That's kind of what I figured they were going to do with it.
And Microsoft just trolling us Nintendo fans by doing that. That's what they're doing.
Well, y'all ready to go into the next one?
Yeah, go ahead,
man. So, after they talked about Project Spark, then they went ahead on into Ori and the Blind Forest, which was an indie game. Do any of y'all remember that game?
I just remember.
Yeah, with the flying monkey.
Yeah.
The flying monkey.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, dog, when they showed that, if you looked at the actual gameplay looked awesome. When he was going against like that big boss and with the light and shit, man. I think the game might be all right. You know?
Yeah, it might be.
You might have a Max and a Curse of the Brotherhood on your hands, something like that.
Dude, that game should be like game of the year, man. That's a good ass game, man. Max Curse of the Brotherhood.
That's a damn good game.
A lot of people don't know about that game, man, but that is a great game. And anybody who haven't played it, I'm telling you, you're definitely missing out on something right now, man. I just finished. Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying I was agreeing. Yeah, you definitely missing out on that game you was just talking about.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I played the original one on WiiWare, and again, Microsoft's just trolling me as a Nintendo fan.
Hey, well, you need to hop on board, man. You can have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, see, I'm coming over there. You might as well join me where I'm at.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be there soon. So
one day.
Yeah, but I thought it was an interesting looking, 2D side-scrolling game. I'm not really big on indie, so I won't hype it up out the water because, it's a game that I might pick up or I might forget about down the road when I finally do get mine.
But is it a true indie or is Microsoft making it?
Well, it was an indie game company that Microsoft bought.
Oh, so
that's
Microsoft didn't put their manpower behind it.
Yeah. So, it's a bona fide Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
But they dropped a heavy hit on everybody when they announced the Master Chief Collection. I know that's something that y'all want to dig into.
Yes.
Go ahead and take that.
1080p, 60 frames per second, dedicated service. Say it with me.
Dedicated service. I'm gonna say dedicated service. I ain't gonna say the R because he can't say the R, so I'm gonna say service.
But yes, that one we knew it was coming though. A lot of us knew. We heard about that, but it was still a breath of fresh air, especially when they announced that we were gonna be getting 100 multiplayer maps. I don't think there's any game in existence with on a console with that many maps for the people to have.
That is crazy, and it's not even DLC. That's just straight out the box. You know what I'm saying?
Box.
Yep.
100 maps out the box, man. That is crazy, and everything unlocked on there. You get what I'm saying?
You can play it in any order you please.
And they're giving you completely redone Halo 2, completely redone. And I said a completely redone Halo 2 is worth $60 alone. You know what I'm saying? But giving me all the other 3 games along with that, oh man, dude, it's gonna be something special.
Yep.
Even though I'm not a Halo person, but I think that's gonna be something special, and I would not miss out on it. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely go get that myself.
Yeah, I've never really been a huge Halo fan, and I say this a lot on my channel. However, I do think that's a game that I will have to check out. I mean, you can't beat getting 4 games, its entire history on one disc for $60, and with 100 multiplayer maps on dedicated servers, 1080p. Go ahead and say it, 60 frames per second.
60 frames per second.
You can't beat that for $60. I mean, that's a steal in itself. Even if you maybe don't like 4 or whatever. If everybody like Halo 2, and then they announced they redid 6 of the original Halo 2 maps that look gorgeous, So I was real hyped about that. Even though I'm not really a big Halo fan, it was still exciting to see.
And you get the beta. If you pre-order, you get the beta for Halo 5 as well.
Yep, can't forget that. Pre-order, you get the Halo 5
as well as series.
The series.
Nightfall, ain't it? And it's called
Nightfall.
Yeah, so that's something special, man, and that's something you really don't want to miss out on. I wouldn't miss out on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's ask Mizzah Tee what he thought about it.
Oh, my thoughts on it. I'm a casual Halo fan. See, the thing about Halo is that it got big around the time that I started waning from first-person shooters. I was doing a lot of back then it was PC. I was on PC a lot, Unreal and all that, and I was kind of getting burnt out around that time that Halo came out. So I kind of missed the Halo boat when it came out. But I played 1 and 2, so I'm kind of a casual fan to it. And that, again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if I had the Xbox One, I couldn't miss that deal. That's a pretty good deal there.
Okay, all right. So we're going to the next game. We all seem fairly enthused about that one. But they showed another indie game called Inside. Anybody remember that? It was by the creators of Limbo.
Oh yeah.
We thought that was Limbo. We thought it was Limbo.
Yeah, looked like a pretty interesting game. Yeah, we won't stick on that one too long. But, they showed a trailer for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like I said, I haven't played the original reboot, but how do y'all feel about that? Y'all excited for another Tomb Raider? Was the first one that good?
Well, not the first one. The last one they just did. It was okay. I like it.
He cut out. Yep. What you think about it though? Did you play the original?
You hear me?
Nah, you cut out.
Your mic be cutting out, man. That's what I was saying. Your mic keeps cutting out.
All right, what you think about the original reboot, though? You excited for the second one?
I haven't really got into the original really yet. I just really started playing it, so I got it on the PC. It looks gorgeous. It looks amazing, and the mechanics seem like they're pretty good. But I haven't got into it enough to tell you if it's a good or bad game yet. So.
Okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. The trailer looked good. I didn't like the only thing I didn't like about the last Tomb Raider. It was the freaking the online sucks.
Yeah, I heard that. But the thing with Tomb Raider, I don't think many people buy Tomb Raiders for the online. The campaign is usually what sell Tomb Raider.
I'd rather play a campaign on a game any day, man. Give me a 10 to 20 hour campaign. I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that all day long, man.
Yeah. So what was your thoughts on the Screwface?
Screwface, your mic is sounding like on the water again, man.
Yeah, you sounded far away.
I like the trailer, man. That's good. That's good.
Okay, cool. What you think about it, Mizzah Tee?
I didn't really care too much for the reboot. I'm kind of a Tomb Raider purist. I've played and beaten all the previous ones, and I'm not overly excited for Tomb Raider Uncharted. You know.
That's what it is. But I think Uncharted copied Tomb Raider more.
Well, yeah, it definitely did, but Uncharted is more action-oriented, where Tomb Raider was more about exploring and traps and all that stuff, and that's what I missed about Tomb Raider. This reboot is that it wasn't all about exploring the tombs and the traps and all that stuff. And it kind of went more the Uncharted way, which it wanted to be more mainstream. I understand that, but for me, Tomb Raider is about that exploration, those crazy tombs and the crazy puzzles and all that stuff. So,
well, they got the arcade version. You played that one? I can't think of what it's called. It was pretty alright. I think it's like a full-person thing that's coming out for the next one though. They're doing a reboot of it. If anybody know what I'm talking about, just put it down in the comments. But yeah. They got it on the Xbox 360. I don't know if it's on the PlayStation or the Nintendo. But I know
it's called Tomb Raider Guardian of Light, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They got a new one. It's called I forgot the name of it, but it's called like Osiris something or something like that. It's going to be on the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the sequel to that.
Are they exclusives to the Xboxes or no?
I don't believe so.
You said they're arcadey?
Yeah, it's an arcade version,
Yeah, they like over the top, type of Tomb Raider games where you can play it with, I believe, 2 or 4 people?
I think the first one was 2. This one that's coming out is supposed to be, I think, 4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, those are that's why they arcade titles. They aren't really like full blown
Yeah, so kind of like Tomb Raider meets like Sega Arcade or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tomb Raider meets, I won't necessarily say World of Warcraft, but
What?
One of those over-the-top style RTS style games. It looks like that. It looks like it, but it doesn't play like it. But no, those aren't exclusive to the Xbox. Those are on the PlayStation as well. But next, we'll go into the next one, which was The Witcher 3. Are y'all excited about that?
I'm
I think the game look awesome. I think it look awesome, but I haven't played the first two. You know, once I get into the first two, even though I have watched people play them. I think American Alicon was playing them, and it looked like a real good game. And from what I seen from part three looked like it's gonna be an even better version than that. But Dark Holy have played them, and he said part two really let him down because it was so short. And I know he play games, so I'm gonna take his word on it.
Okay, but are you excited for 3 though, Dark Holy?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know, because some rumors saying the story is not connecting from part 2. If not,
no, man, that'd be messed up because they connected 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a rumor.
Okay. Well, I hope those rumors aren't true, because I actually did complete part 2. So I would like a continuation from there.
So you actually played it?
Yeah, I played it. I had the enhanced version that came on the 360.
Wait. Did you play part? You need to play part 1.
Oh, I haven't played part 1. I just played part 2.
Everybody need to play part 1.
Hold on. Well, what about you? Remember when he put out that sword or whatever when he was fighting against that monster or whatever?
What that shit called?
Isn't that a sword from like part 2 that you get in part 2 or something?
I don't know. I gotta see it.
Yeah, because I know the weapons crossed over and everything, so it might be a continuation, man.
I hope so.
It might be. Might just be.
I hope so. All I know is like the game in general, like the gameplay I saw looked pretty sick. If I can wrap my head around the story, then I guess it really wouldn't matter if it was a continuation or not. But you know, I'm looking forward to what you think about it, Screwface.
I think the graphics look really good, man. It looks like a pretty cool game, but I ain't played Witcher 1 or 2, so I'm probably going to have to backlog and play them to see if I would like, you know what I'm saying, going into Witcher 3 or not, you know what I'm saying.
I feel you.
It looks good, though. It looks good.
Okay. What you think about it, Mizzah Tee? Have you ever been into the Witcher franchise or no?
Yeah, I played Witcher 2. Again, maybe it's just not a game for me. I wasn't overly impressed. So Witcher 3 didn't really do anything for me as far as a reveal of that, and I don't know. It's not my kind of game. I'm kind of over the male, brooding, dark protagonist that talks like Batman. You know, I'm kind of over that.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel you on that. Yeah, but like I said, it's something I'm looking forward to. You know, it's a game to get when I get my Xbox One. But next game they went into, Phantom Dust. Did anybody in here play that besides me?
Me, I did. You know, that little kind of card game. I like it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I was a
show gameplay though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was a little bit disappointed that all we got was a trailer. However, I was still excited at the same time because we got a trailer. That means they working on it and it's coming. I was a little hyped about. Well, not a little. I was a lot hyped about that because it showed that they listening to that. For the longest, we've been saying we wanted some original Xbox games to be, either rebooted or we needed some sequels for, and they finally gave us, an old school original Xbox game. So I was hyped about that.
Yeah, I'm just surprised they picked that game. Out of all games, like I didn't expect they would pick that game.
Well, we kind of knew they was gonna pick that one. They told us they was gonna pick that one before E3, so I kind of knew it was coming.
I think it was bullshit. You know how Microsoft is sometimes.
Yeah, because we've been supposed to been getting Shenmue for like the past 4 or 5 E3s.
Shenmue was under Sony for all of that time, though.
Was it?
Yeah,
it was under Sony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just didn't never put out a game.
That's the thing. Everybody wants the new Shenmue, but nobody knows who's going to put it out.
Well, they need to stop bullshitting with themselves and give it to Microsoft or give it to the.
I hope they give it to Nintendo, but that's just me.
I do too.
I heard that the original, the developers of it was supposed to be going to what's that website everybody go to get funds for their games, for different projects. It's kind of like Indiegogo or something like that. I forgot the name.
I know what you're talking about. Damn, I can't. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, Kickstarter. I heard the developers were supposed to be going to that to get some startup money for it, but I don't know how that's going, or if
they ain't went there yet, then that's telling you that one of these companies bought it and then go make it themselves. You get what I'm saying?
I'm hoping that I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of hoping that Microsoft would do it. I mean, you got part 2 on the original Xbox, so when I heard they were gonna be bringing back an original Xbox franchise, I kind of knew it wasn't gonna be that because the original wasn't on an Xbox. But I was kind of hoping that that was gonna be the bomb that they were gonna drop. Because I'll let you know right now, if Microsoft would have dropped Shenmue 3. It don't matter what nobody else showed. People would have automatically said that was the show killer right there for everybody else. And I think that's what a lot of people, everybody just waiting for that to be dropped. We get a taste of it though. I don't know if any of you played Yakuza. But.
No, I ain't played. But how would you feel if they brought back Shenmue with a remaster 1 and 2?
I would be hyped for that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
It would be dope because the originals, while they were amazing for the time, if you go back and play them now, they feel real kind of stiff and clunky. So if they were to remaster them and give them some, looser movement, and it'd be great. I personally think.
Yeah, I like that idea myself.
I didn't even think of that, but
what made me think about it, Bayonetta. I was thinking about Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give Bayonetta away. But we're gonna say that for later on in the show. Continue on.
All right, next game they show. I know we're gonna get into this one. Was Tom Clancy The Division?
Oh.
So we'll let Doc Holy go first on this one. Go ahead, Doc Holy. Tell us what you thought about The Division. All right, John.
I might have a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, dude, your mic is. What are you talking on tonight, man? Your mic,
I don't know what's wrong with my mic, man.
Mic so horrible, man.
He talking through that mic. He talking through that rock microphone.
Nah, I'm gonna switch mics to go. Y'all talk. I'm gonna say something.
All right, go ahead, John. Go ahead, John. Doe. Go ahead, take The Division.
Man, dude, like when I watch a game, The Division. They do all the little things right. And I mean all the little things. Like when you run up to a door, the person has to close the door. He don't morph through the door. He closes the door, you know what I'm saying, and moves forward. You know what I'm saying? When they shooting up a bus stop, the glass is actually cracking as the bullets go through. Dude, the game just looked amazing. The weapons they use. Like they throwing up like remote control helicopters, you know what I'm saying? Just all kind of futuristic stuff, man. The game looked awesome. You know what I'm saying? The environments, everything about the game. And the thing that was what was most shocking, that we looked at this game and it was that amazing and it was running on the Xbox One hardware. That was what really put it. Yes, that was actually on the Xbox One.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, you're still breaking out.
His ass.
The internet connection.
Yeah.
Man, be still.
All right, so what you think about the Screwface?
Man, the game was good, man. I mean, I'm probably gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Day one. I just like the whole immersive multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big multiplayer person, but I think that the Division capitalizes on what a multiplayer game should be. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really a great game. All the stuff, the details, like what John Doe was talking about. It's A+ for me, man. I'm definitely gonna get that game for sure.
Most definitely. What about you, Mizzah Tee? Have you been checking for the Division or checking it out?
Well, I agree with Doe about doing all the little things right. I love the attention to detail, but just the gameplay itself doesn't really appeal to me. I remember, going back to the first initial reveal of the game, it looks great. It's a pretty looking game, and like you said, all those little details are in it. But the gameplay itself just doesn't appeal to me. So,
Okay, all right.
It's not one that he's looking to pick up.
and we respect your opinion, brother. So that's all good. Are you there, Doc Holy? You got your situation together? I guess not. Well, I'll go ahead on and get my opinion on it. I'm hyped for the Division. I've been hyped for it ever since I saw it at E3 last year. And like I'm with you on that, John Doe. I love the little attention to details. I was paying attention to how the bullets were going through the bus stop glass, and not the whole glass didn't just shatter into a million pieces. It was cracking like real glass would do. That's that thick. And I thought it was beautiful. I love the way when they first walked out the subway and the guy didn't even know they were there, and they just
that was so tight.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow. I mean that game is beautiful. It is a beautiful game, and most definitely is a game that I will have to check out when I get my Xbox One. Are you there, Doc Holy? If not, we're gonna go ahead on to the next one. I know he wanted to get on that thing.
Most of them. I don't see him in there.
Okay. Well, we're when we get him back in here, if he get back in here, we'll get his opinion on that. But next week they showed Scalebound. John Doe, go ahead and tell us what you thought about Devil May Cry.
Yeah, Devil May Cry on steroids. Yes. See, the trailer looks great, you know what I'm saying? The Dragon Mail, it takes me to my Final Fantasy love, I love me some Final Fantasy 11. Final Fantasy 14, I gotta learn 11, but I think I'll learn 11, but it seemed real MMO-ish to me, with you having your pet dragon, you fight against big monsters and stuff, because a lot of MMOs you get to have pets. So I feel, dude, I think it can be something great, but we haven't seen in the gameplay, so we don't know. But from what I see, if y'all didn't notice at the end when they was going to fight like that huge I don't know what kind of monster it is with all the heads and shit. If you notice, you seen a whole bunch of other kind of dragoons flying in from from the distance. So I think this might be a major multiplayer game. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a single player type thing. You feel me?
That would be interesting if that was the case. Most definitely.
Yeah, because you seen a whole bunch of dragoons at the end all flying in to fight against this one big dragon thing or whatever it was, Leviathan or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They was all flying in to fight it. You just had to pay attention to the end of the trailer. But I think it might be something amazing. I can't really give a strong grade on it because it's just a trailer and we haven't seen anything from it yet. So
right. Well, what you? No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Finish.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. What you think about the Screwface?
I honestly missed everything after the division for Microsoft, so I can't really comment on it.
Okay. Did you happen to catch it, Mizzah Tee?
Yes, I did. It looks like a pretty interesting game. It's massive, like you said. I think it is like a MMORPG. It looked like it anyway. Like Doe was saying. Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful game. It's like you said. It's looks like DMC on steroids. With other elements thrown in. RPG like elements. So I could see myself buying this game if I had Xbox One, so yeah.
Can you imagine if they threw like some wizards and stuff in there with a dragoon with his own pet, man?
Oh, man.
I think that game could be like a chart topper or whatever.
Well, a lot of people do, and I'm a firm believer in not putting all your faith in trailers as well, because you do find yourself being let down when you see a trailer that amazing, and then you actually see the game. However, I do have faith that this is going to be an amazing game for the simple fact of the creators. It's being done by Platinum Games. And anybody who doesn't know who Platinum Games are, those are the people who making Bayonetta 2 for the Nintendo.
That looks awesome.
The Wonderful 101. Vanquish, Mad World, so they have a track list of making some crazy, amazing games, So I have faith that this is going to be a good, solid game.
And if you think about it, King Ramsey, I don't think they have dibbled in the MMO scene yet. So them dibbling in the MMO scene would be big. Dog, hold it. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. You got a whole bunch of background feedback. But yeah, I don't think they have dibbled in like multiplayer on any of their games quite yet. So this would probably be a first right here if they was to do that.
Yeah, I do think that that's going to be a very interesting game. You know, looking at their track record and their games that they've created, you know, in the past, you know it's going to be wild and over the top. Even if you know, if you didn't want to put all your faith in the trailer, you know it's going to be over the top by their other titles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Y'all done with that? Y'all want to go into the next game?
I'm back, y'all. Let y'all know I'm back.
Hold on, you want to go and give your thoughts on the division?
Oh man, I'm getting that game on the PC hands down. I just don't know if I'm gonna get it for Xbox or Xbox.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I feel you. And the last one that we just covered was Scalebound. How you feel about that?
The boy with the beats.
Yeah, Beats by Dre, yeah. Well, Beats by Apple.
Beats by Apple. Yeah, that game looked crazy, but I need to see more gameplay.
Okay. I think it may be an MMO, Dog Holy.
What, that game?
Yeah, if you didn't notice at the end of the trailer, you might want to go and look at it again. When they're going to fight that huge monster or whatever, you see a whole bunch of dragoons flying in out of nowhere at the end of it. Yeah, and they got all kind of different lights. Like his had the red lights on it, but you see one with like blue lights, one with yellow, one with green. You get what I'm saying? With the color.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't noticed that. Yeah, see, paying attention to the little things, my friend, the little things.
Well, that most definitely would be crazy if that was on a massively multiplayer game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next game and the final game, what they ended the show with was Crackdown.
Sure, you should lead this one off. Yeah, you should lead this one off. This your thing right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was a huge fan of Part 1. Part 2 was okay, but it was kind of to me. You know, it was fun when you hook up with your friends, but it wasn't that amazing. So I'm looking forward to this Crackdown. It seemed like it's going to be a Crackdown reboot because it isn't called Crackdown 3. It's just called Crackdown. So I'm guessing they rebooting the franchise already. But either way, I thought the trailer looked amazing. It actually looked like, to me, because it didn't look so CGI that it wasn't believable. It actually looked like an in-game, engine to me. And I thought it looked beautiful. I heard a lot of people saying that they brought that building down with the cloud. I don't know necessarily how true that was, but I was impressed with it. I thought that was a hell of a way to end the show. What you think about it, though? Have you ever been into Crackdown? Have you ever got into that world?
Dude, I have never been into Crackdown.
Okay.
Sad to say, I have never been a fan of Crackdown because I didn't know that you could use like different kind of characters. I thought you were stuck with using and I never was into the protagonist of the game, so I never really got into it.
Yeah,
I thought it was generic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought it was a generic game.
It is very generic because your character is pretty much just a clone. They have like a Hispanic, a Black, Native American, Chinese. They have all nationalities, and you could pick one in the beginning. And he's a clone, so every time you die, you come back as a clone. So it's not really an attachment to the main character of the game anyway. So I can understand you on that. What about you, Screwface? You ever been in the Crackdown? Never been in the Crackdown.
Like I said, I missed it, so I can't say nothing about it. But I've never been a fan of Crackdown, though.
Oh, okay. All right. What about you, Doc Holy? You ever been in the Crackdown? Ever been in the world?
Crackdown is my shit. I played Part 1 and Part 2, and I can't wait for this one to come out because I think it's gonna be amazing.
Okay. All right. What about you, Mizzah Tee? You ever dabbled in the world of Crackdown?
It's funny, I haven't, but a lot of games that I want to play that I never get to, I put on my Amazon wish list, and Crackdown is one of those games I always hear about it. Like, it seems like it has a cult following, so I always hear about Crackdown. Never played it. I did see I guess it looks like I guess it's going to be a reboot as well because they're just calling it Crackdown for Xbox One. But maybe that would be the one I'd get into. Instead of going back to the old one, I don't know. It looked pretty cool. I'll say that. So, you don't end the show with the clunker.
Yeah, that is true.
It did look like a pretty cool game.
Didn't they offer us Crackdown on Xbox Live, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, they gave it away for free about 3 or 4 months ago with the Games for Gold. They gave it away for free.
Yeah, I think I might have it. I might have to go and check check my hard drive, and I might
if you got it.
Play it.
If you got it, most definitely, just, check it out. It's best if you go through it with a friend, though. I'm not going to lie. Because y'all get to level up together, and you're going to start out slow, but as you continuously get the orbs or whatever, your character gets stronger, and he gets faster, and he's able to jump. Next thing you know, you're going to be able to jump over a bridge like it's nothing, That's what I liked about it. I like the character development of it. Your character's pretty much Superman,
All right, well, man, you going to get on it. You still got your crackdown?
Yep, I got it. So whenever you're ready, just hit me up.
All right, big paper boy. We're gonna run it on now.
All right. Well,
we should see some gameplay.
Huh?
We should see some gameplay on it also.
Yeah, I most definitely we're gonna need to see some gameplay on that. But that was pretty much it for the Microsoft show. So John Doe and then Screwface and then Dark Holy, Mizzah Tee, and then I'll go last. John Doe, what was your opinions on the Microsoft showing? Like, what grade would you give them?
I think I gave him, if I'm not mistaken, I think I gave him either a B or a B minus. Put that up to a plus. After seeing Sony's, I'm gonna move it up to a plus.
Okay, a B plus from John Doe. All right, what you think about a Screwface?
It's a B plus for me, man. B plus.
All right. Doc Holy, what you giving Microsoft's conference?
I give it a strong B.
B. All right, so we got B's all across the board. Mizzah Tee, considering you don't have an Xbox One and you've been on the fence, you seem to like a lot of what you heard. What are you giving Microsoft's conference?
I give them a B plus. I thought it was a pretty good conference. I think they did what they needed to do. I feel like they could give me just one more exclusive that came out this year. I might would have went out and got one already. So, but yeah, I give them a B plus.
Mizzah Tee feel like I feel they needed that one more exclusive that was gonna drop this year, which I feel they're gonna hit us with one later on at Gamescom or something. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna hit us with another.
Because we got a couple more conferences coming up before this year is up. So hopefully they do that. I feel the same way. We need an exclusive that we was gonna be able to get this year and say, okay, I know we're gonna be playing that by this fall. So I agree with you 100%. I'm gonna give them what I've been giving them. I gave them a B, a solid B. Somebody need to mute their background.
Dog, hold it. Your background is crazy, man.
So yeah, I give them a B. And I guess, judging by all of us, they get a solid beef all across the board. Couple B pluses. Next was Sony's.
Boom.
Yeah, pretty much. It's time to get in those tanks because shit is about to blow up. But we already know they started the show off with Destiny. Just like Microsoft likes to tote Call of Duty as a quote unquote exclusive. Sony seems to want to do that with Destiny.
No, that ain't why I feel they did that shit. That's not why I feel that was a swift jab at Microsoft because it was by Bungie. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's one of them little body shots they be trying to give Microsoft. That's what I feel.
Yeah. But they started the show off announcing the PlayStation 4 bundle. What you think about that, though? Does that make you want to get a PlayStation 4?
A PlayStation 4 bundle? What is bundle with?
Destiny. It's a white PlayStation 4 bundle with Destiny.
No. dude, you throw roses on shit, it still smell like shit. You know what I mean?
Roses really smell like boo.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically all they're doing is just dressing up some doo-doo right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what you think? What you think about a Screwface? What you think about them? The whole Destiny presentation leading up to the console reveal.
Okay, well, to sound like a broken record, I actually missed the first 15 minutes of Sony, so I didn't see any of that stuff. Destiny, though, really isn't a game. I mean, I've seen some stuff about Destiny itself. It's not really a game that I'm really feeling. So, and as far as a white PlayStation or a black PlayStation, I could care less about what color it is.
I feel you 100%. Mizzah Tee, Destiny, and the white PlayStation 4 bundle. You feel as though that's going to put a PlayStation 4 in your house?
PS4 what? I mean, Destiny is not.
What? You said for what?
Destiny is not in my destiny right now. That's for sure. I couldn't care less about that game.
For what? I like that. PS4
Yeah,
what?
he gonna have to copyright that.
Yeah, man, I like that.
You can run with it if you want to.
All right, what about you, Doc Holy? You there?
Man, look, y'all gonna be mad at me, man. Yeah, y'all gonna definitely be mad at me.
Go ahead and spit it out, man.
Yeah, look, I can give a fuck about the goddamn white PlayStation 4, but Destiny itself, mind you, a month ago, I downplayed that game. I talked shit about it, but I watched Big Cheese play that game for 4 hours on Twitch. I'm buying it day one.
No, I'm not. No, we're not really talking about the game. You know
you talking about the bundle?
Yeah, we actually do. Yeah. When I put a PlayStation 4 in your house,
man, they don't ask me no retarded question like that. Fuck the PlayStation
4. Okay, all right, okay. But yeah, that's how they opened up the show with revealing the white PlayStation 4. Like I said in my review of it, I'm not a fan of these companies coming out with different colors down the road. I like for you to give people options in the beginning. You know, where if I wanted a blue, red, white, yellow, green, whatever kind of PlayStation, give it to me in the beginning instead of coming out with a color I might want down the line. At the end, it's still a PlayStation 4. But, I love options, as I'm sure we all do. So I think that's something they could have did in the beginning. But, it is what it is. I'm not really a fan of Destiny because I'm not really a fan of the whole, first-person shooter thing. But
man,
are we gonna speak on Destiny though? Because we haven't spoken on it. We've spoken on that sorry white bundle.
Yeah, we can speak on Destiny. How you feel about how you feeling about Destiny?
Because I wasn't a big fan of Destiny, but I didn't watch Big Cheese, but I watched Zephyrnix play it, and he's not a big player of it. He's not a big player of shooters, I guess you could say. But he said, and just watching him just run around and the little things they was doing on there, and I watched a couple other people, it looked like it was gonna be an interesting game. I can't say it's a day one purchase, but it looked like something that I may want to have in my, collection down the road. So it looked like a pretty good game. I can't knock Bungie because Bungie looked like they took their time with it so far. It don't look like it did when they first told us about it, but it still looked good though.
Okay. So I believe Screwface gave his opinion on Destiny, didn't you?
Yeah.
And we already know Mizzah Tee not a fan of first-person shooters. But if you want to say something on it, that's up to you.
Man, I'm not hating on the game. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. That's all,
I feel you. And we know Doc Holy loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I just want to add something to it. They all said, I ain't watched Miss Case play it, but they all said, yes, it played just like a Halo, but with a little tweak to it. And like I said, as I watch this brother play this game, I'm going to get it.
I'm with Doe. It's a game I might get down the road. I'm not really sure it's gonna be a day one getter for me. But if the online is anything like Halo, then people gonna be on there for a long time to come. So they'll be there. But the next game they went into was in my opinion the best thing they had to show, the Order 1886. They actually showed some gameplay for it. I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion on that. I thought it was a beautiful game. I think it was a great game to look at visually. But personally, I thought that it was way too heavy on the cinematics.
Oh my goodness! Hold on. Can I speak on that right quick?
Go ahead.
When the cinematics, see, a lot of people might not know, but the cinematics and the gameplay is damn near one of the same on there, because I actually watched them play it, and you probably didn't see the interview, but they actually showed gameplay where they actually played more of the game, and it's like the cinematics and the gameplay is one of the same. Like, it don't change screens to show cinematic. You know what I'm saying? It's all seamless.
I know. And that's what I was getting at. Like it's even more heavy on the cinematics than Heavy Rain was or Beyond Two Souls. It was like, okay, it's a cutscene while I'm running. Okay, the only thing I get to do is like press the triangle button to do something. Like it seemed like the only time you fully get control of the game is when you actually shooting. That's the only time you really get to move the camera, But other than that, it seemed like a cool game. It just seems so scripted. My only question is, are you going to want to go through it more than one time? You know what I'm saying? But
I don't understand why they can't have multiplayer in the game right there. I honestly don't. They ain't got no multiplayer, no co-op, no nothing. It's just you play it, But like we were saying before, I really can't say I like campaign and then say, man, they gotta have multiplayer, but I still wouldn't mind having a multiplayer in a game like that because it seems so similar to Gears of War, and I love Gears of War.
Yeah, I mean, but with a game like that though, you really going to need something because it's so scripted and because it's so much like an interactive movie. You really going to need something that's going to bring you back to it because I heard it's only like a couple of hours. So if it's a very short game, then and it's so scripted, once you beat it, is it going to be like Heavy Rain where you're not really going to want to go through it again because it's so scripted and once you know the end is like whatever or, so I don't know. I kind of think multiplayer is kind of would have been a bonus to it, but, that's just my opinion on it. What do you think about the Screwface, the Order 1886?
I mean, the game looks cool as hell. To me, a game like that should have a really long, immersive story. You know what I'm saying? But if it's gonna be 2 hours, I'll pass on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard it was gonna be short. It was gonna be like 4 hours. I mean, I don't know.
It's like these big blockbuster games, man. I'm trying to figure out what they do. What do they do with the space on the disc if they only give you a game with 2 hour story mode and no multiplayer? What the fuck?
In resolution.
I want a 10, 15 hour, 20 hour immersive where I'm ready to get home and play this shit every day, you know what I'm saying, for 2 or 3 hours a night, you know what I'm saying, just hooked on it. That's the kind of games I like. So I mean, if it ain't gonna be like that, then I ain't gonna get it. So I'm gonna have to wait till it come out, see some things about it, find out a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I feel again. Your mic going out. Check your mic. I don't know if you got bad connection where you at, but it sounded like Mizzah Tee last week. You know what I'm saying?
but I feel you on that. Did you happen to catch the Order 1886, Mizzah Tee?
Yeah, I did. I'm not a fan of interactive movies. I just feel like the game probably going to end up being like 8 or 10 hours, and I actually think they delayed it because they're going to put a multiplayer in there.
Hold on. So you telling me you didn't like Last of Us?
No, I haven't played Last of Us. It just doesn't look appealing to me.
Yeah, oh man, them ponies is coming at your head. You know that.
I mean, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the game at some point, but it's not a game that made me run out and buy it, kind of deal, So, and yeah, it's the same thing with this game. I don't know about this generation. It seems like a lot of dudes are really, I don't understand why people are so hype about this game. It just seems like a pretty linear, 8 to 10 hour game, and hopefully they're adding multiplayer, and that's why the game got delayed. That's my belief. So I don't know.
I agree with you. It seems very linear and straightforward to the point.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. But what you think about it, Dark Holy?
I can care less for that shit. Fuck that game.
Oh wow. I thought you were gonna be hyped for that game.
For what? I'm not no Sony fan.
Man, you are an official pony, man. You are official spokesperson for Sony.
Look. Don't make me come down to the 305 on you, y'all.
I ain't in the 305. I ain't in Miami.
Oops.
Somewhere doing it then. Nah, I don't care about that. I don't care about the Order 18, man. I need to see more gameplay. That little gameplay they showed us wasn't really nothing, to tell you the truth. He just ran, hopped down the table, got scared, was about to shoot the goddamn thing, then went off.
Okay. So y'all pretty much said y'all piece on the order, or y'all anybody else want to say something?
No, I ain't said my piece.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Now, we're looking at a beautiful game, right? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Cinematic feel, beautiful. The opponents was just talking shit about the game similar to the order. You know what I'm saying? Just last year. Because this game got a whole bunch of quick time in it. I mean, a whole lot of quick time.
I know where you're going with that.
A whole lot of quick time. I'm like, God damn, they one button the whole game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looked just like Rise, man. You know what I'm saying? Rise with guns.
Well, you can't really say that. You get more control of your character in Rise than you look like you're gonna get in this.
Yeah, man.
This look like a on rail quick time event game. This look like some old school sitting in the arcade, type game. You
gotta understand, this game is good because it's a Sony exclusive.
Yeah. We can't forget that it only gets the praise because of the brand of console that it's on.
Yeah.
Because that console is so powerful.
Yeah, had this been on the Xbox One, it would have been what they call it, dog shit.
Yeah.
They would say exactly what Doe said. Man, that's just like Rise.
Yep. No lie.
Look at all that QTE. I don't want to play that. All that QTE. You want to play all that QTE, man? That game horrible.
Oh man.
They brought down the 1080p because they wanted to make it more cinematic.
Yeah, I believe it was what is what 800p now.
800p. And that's fine with me because I wanted it to be cinematic.
Oh, they damage control that. It's not really 800p because they actually put the black bars in there, so it's really 1080p. It's just they manually put the black bars in there.
But they were going off today in the Facebook group we're in, talking about Sunset Overdrive because it's only 900p. They were going in today. That was just today on that. Well, that's, like we were saying, it's Sony, so they can't do no wrong. They can do no wrong. But, on to the next one. They showed a trailer for Dead Island 2. Anybody into that game?
I had the first one, and it was pretty terrible.
Right.
I'm a big zombie person, you know what I'm saying? I watched The Walking Dead, a lot of zombie movies. I really like that whole genre and everything. But Dead Island does not capture that for me.
I agree. Anybody else got something to say about Dead Island before we go on?
I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm going to annoy you right now.
You what?
I'm not going to say nothing about that game right now.
Oh, okay. All right. What about you, Doe? You got anything to say about Dead Island 2?
I don't play zombie games. Other than Left 4 Dead, I play Left 4 Dead.
They scared John Doe a little bit. He don't like being.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's
scary. He's scary. In the zombie game, he got to go, play.
All lights on in the house. I'm telling you. So everything goes.
All right. What about you, Mizzah Tee?
Well, I do play zombie games. I love Zombie U. But I like the more serious type of zombie game. And Dead Island 1 is trash. Let's just face it.
You can't say it like that, man.
My bad. It did not appeal to me whatsoever.
You gotta be way more PR than that, man. You can't just say it's trash.
Oh wow. Oh man. But I could agree. I'm gonna go ahead and take a cue from Doc Holy. I'm not really gonna say nothing about that just yet. I need to see some gameplay before I give an opinion on it because it might surprise you. But we all remember that original trailer they showed for the first Dead Island with the little girl who was running from the zombies and then she went in there and attacked her parents. That was a beautiful trailer and the game was nothing like it. So, I'm gonna chill on that. And we'll go ahead on to the next one if nobody else has anything to say about Dead Island 2.
I'm good.
Bloodborne. What do y'all think about that?
I know the name, but I can't place the game. I can't see the game.
Yeah, I can't place it. I'm looking it up right now.
It was that real gruesome trailer.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Oh yeah.
I heard it's supposed to be the sequel to Demon Souls or something like that.
It looked good. I want, but like that go with the same thing that we were just saying about scale the game Scalebound. It go to the same thing. They didn't show us anything, so we don't actually know how the game gonna play. The CGI was nice. It looked dark. It looked gruesome, but we really don't know how the game is gonna actually play out. To be honest, so. It's really hard to judge it, but if it's that gruesome and dark and killing and stuff, I probably won't play it.
Oh man, you gotta stop being so scary, though.
Oh man, I probably won't play it, man. I'm gonna get on me some Yoshi Yarn. That's what I'm playing.
Oh. All right. What you think about Bloodborne, Doc Holy?
It looked like I thought it was Resident Evil. For a minute.
Yeah, I did. I'm looking at the trailer right now, and that's what it looked like when it first come on. You're thinking.
So I don't really care for trailers, you know.
Yeah.
They look like a movie. So don't take a picture of me.
Okay. Well, anybody else want to give some input on Bloodborne before we go on to the next one?
Mr. T, you spoke on it. I don't think Mr. T spoke on it, did he?
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of game that's up my alley. A game where all we got is a trailer, though, so we don't know how the game is going to be. But I'm thinking, you know, I mean, their track record is pretty good, the Demon Souls and Dark Souls games. But I don't see how this game could be like that. So we have to wait and see, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I actually missed it, but hearing y'all talk about it, I need to go check it out because it sounds like something I would like, but I can't really speak on it because I didn't see it.
Shoot, the trailer
very gruesome trailer.
Oh man. You got a dog with his brains hanging out and his skin gone.
I love it.
Well, the next game they went into, which was probably the biggest pop of the entire night, was Little Big Planet 3.
No, you should start off with Mr. T on this one. That's right up his alley right there.
Wrong.
He said, "Not today, sir."
Oh. Go ahead, Mr. T, give your thoughts. I want to hear him. I want to hear him on this. Go ahead and give it to me.
I always thought I would like, before I bought Little Big Planet, I thought that would be the kind of game I like. But I don't like the controls. It's too damn floaty. I don't, and the gameplay of it doesn't really appeal to me either. I don't know. It's just not my kind of game. I was kind of surprised.
You got to break down floating. What you mean floating?
Like when you jump, it's kind of. You ever play like Virtual Fighter?
Yeah.
You know, like when you jump in Virtual Fighter, you're kind of floating in the air for a minute.
Yeah.
That's fine for Virtual Fighter, but for a platform game, that just doesn't work.
With no break.
It don't feel right to me. So obviously a lot of people like it, and it got the biggest applause, which I found be kind of sad.
You and me both.
So yeah, I mean, Little Big Planet, not really. It's funny because a lot of those what do you call them, ponies, a lot of those dudes love Little Big Planet, which I found hilarious because it's so cartoony and so it want to be Nintendo like. But they love Little Big Planet, which I just and what they do is they go on Little Big Planet.
No games, you'll love whatever they give you. You feel what I'm saying?
But the thing, they'll go on Little Big Planet and make Mario like levels. I find that hilarious. I don't know.
Well, that's that when you look at a fan base that's made up 99.9% of hypocrites. That's what you get. You know. They don't want you to do it, but they want to do it.
Shoot, they don't want to play kitty games, but they'll go out and buy, Little Big Planet. Do that make any sense to you? You know what I'm saying?
Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Anybody else got something to say? Screwface, Dark Holy?
I'll pass on Little Big Planet.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We can skip right on over Little Big Planet because it was not impressive.
Hold up. I think King Pony got something to say. Go ahead.
Yo, that game was fucking awesome. I think that was the best game I ever saw in my life.
All right. So I think we're gonna have to skip over this one too. But The Last of Us remastered. Anybody?
Dude, that showed us nothing new. Dude, the graphics didn't even look 1080p.
Hold on, time out. So we ain't gonna do this, all right? I like The Last of Us, all right? That's why I got me.
Dude, I ain't got no problem with you liking. What I'm saying is, it looked like the Last of Us.
I I don't care. But the thing is, I like The Last of Us. I actually went out and buy a PlayStation 3 that wasn't hacked just to play that game online. But besides that, I don't care.
Hold on, no. That's one thing I did. Like when I ain't never have the game, but the multiplayer did look pretty good for that game. You know? I did like the way the multiplayer, the survival type multiplayer they had on that game. It looked pretty nice. But like when I looked at that game, The Last of Us, you know, the remastered version, so they call it. It didn't impress me. But when I looked at the remastered version to Grand Theft Auto, you can see the Grand Theft Auto looked better. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't see how that game looked better than the other Last of Us because the original Last of Us was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It just didn't look like that much of an improvement. You know?
Well, like I was telling you last time, it's not so much of a remaster like they want you to believe as it is more so the what they call these day and age is the complete version of a game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you wait 8 months and you'll get the complete version with all the DLC. That's pretty much what it is. It's like the definitive version for a Tomb Raider. But
Tomb Raider looked it better. Tomb Raider actually looked it better than it did on the 360 and the PS3. Like I say, I don't see this game looking any better than the original one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Whenever they, no, because I think we've seen side by side comparisons, and it still pretty much look the same. But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's pretty much just The Last of Us Complete. That's what they should be calling it instead of remastered. They need to be calling The Last of Us Complete Edition.
Hey, if I was to tell anybody, I'd tell them, man, buy it for the PlayStation 3. Save your money. You know what I'm saying? Do not waste it and go get it for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
That's a waste of $60.
What you think about it, Screwface? You got anything to say on that?
Y'all pretty much covered it, man. I mean, it's a beautiful game, but it looks the same to me. So.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mizzah Tee? Anything on it?
I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it on PS3. So, you know, visually, I mean, the game was already pretty impressive on PS3, so that's good enough for me.
Smart man.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's how the rich stay rich. They live poor. You know what I'm saying? You got a budget, my man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason to waste no money if you don't have to.
Exactly. Well, I'm skipping over some things, but I don't know if y'all want to actually talk about the letters that they showed.
No, man, please, no. Yeah, you can skip. I don't know. All gameplay, buddy.
I know what you talking about.
The share button. You don't want to talk about that?
Oh no.
Yeah. What about the Ratchet and Clank movie? Are we talking about that?
No.
Or the television show Powers? Are we getting into those things? Okay.
Hold on. But what we can't. Well, now Heartline coming up and Batman coming up too, right?
Yeah. We're going into those.
Okay, we will discuss those topics when we get to those.
Right.
Well, you know what you can talk about? You can talk about how all these fucking Sony ponies is so hyped and think E3 won because of one indie game that we all going to get.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing next. Yeah, we're going into that game next. No Man's Sky.
Sony won.
Some gameplay for that, and a lot of people do seem to believe that won E3 for Sony. What do any of y'all think about the game No Man's Sky?
Boy.
Is that a console seller for you if it was only on the PlayStation 4?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good game and it's innovative and and all that type of stuff, and it's a cool story how to came up with it and all that. But
it looked boring, to be honest with you.
It don't sell the console for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. In my opinion, I think it was a lot of hype because a lot of people thought that it was only going to be on there, and we know how they look for anything to one up their competition. But I personally didn't think it was that amazing. What you think about it, Doc Holy?
My mic was mute. Sorry about that. Man, I think this shit trash. And the thing is, I love indie games, but they show that game like it's the next fucking coming to Christ. Man, fuck that game.
Man, it look, like I said, it looked all right, but at the same time, it just looks boring, though. You know, I didn't really see no excitement to it. Yeah, you know, it just didn't really look exciting.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. But you know how it goes. Next game that they went into was, well, they went into their little talking about the apps and everything, but we're gonna skip over that. Next game they went into was Mortal Kombat. Y'all want to talk about the Mortal Kombat gameplay we saw?
That shit look nice. It look good, man, but I'm gonna buy that.
I feel you.
But it looked good though.
It did. It most definitely did look good.
Yeah.
The game looked like a Killer Instinct clone.
Oh wow! Shots fired.
It's a Killer Instinct clone, man. I'm telling you, that's what that game looked like. They said, man, we're gonna build a game just like that. But put a Mortal Kombat spin on it. I like when the little dude, when they was fighting right, and the little dude jumped off the big dude back and went over there and started stabbing. That was cool as shit, though. You know what I'm saying? That little move was cool, but I haven't really been into Mortal Kombat since, I think, damn, should I say it? Sega Genesis, I think.
Woo!
Yeah, it's been that long, man.
Hey, I can't say anything about that because that was the last time I was actually in the Mortal Kombat myself.
Yeah,
Sega Genesis.
It's been that long, bro.
Yeah.
I think that was Mortal Kombat 3, wasn't it?
Something like that. Something like that.
That generation.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to get into it on the original PlayStation, but that whole 3D thing I was like, nah, can't do it.
And I haven't really been. They added like 100 characters on that by now. You know what I'm saying? It's really not even the same game. It's watered down, man. You know, if you want to talk about a milk game, hey, Mortal Kombat is milk along with Street Fighter. Those games are milk to hell.
Yeah. Oh, what you think about the Screwface, Mortal Kombat X, the gameplay we saw?
I think it looked great, man. I'm definitely gonna go get it.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, so I'm definitely gonna. It's probably the best looking one they've made in a long time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can definitely agree.
It looked like they're at least trying to push the boundary somewhat in it.
Yeah, well, it gave a little bit of a classic feel, but then they added all the little things to it, like what John Doe was talking about. You know?
All the Killer Instinct things.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but at the end of the day, I mean, all fighting games take things from each other because at the end of the day, they're just fighting games. There's only so much you can do with it. So.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. I agree.
What you think about it, Mizzah Tee?
It ain't coming to Wii U, so I don't give a damn. No, I'm just playing.
You would have probably.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the formula. I'm not feeling the formula for the Mortal Kombat games since basically they started to fall for me with the DC versus, and then the Injustice. Like, I love the story in Injustice, but the game, the fighting itself, it's kind of and the character models kind of ugly. I don't know. It's just something's off about it to me with the Mortal Kombat games of late. So I don't know. I'm not really that excited about it. You know, it could change my mind for sure.
I think they even got a little more darker. That's what I think throwing y'all, because it seemed like the characters have gotten even darker than they was originally, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I can agree with.
Yeah, Dark Hole, anything?
Nope.
All right, we'll move on.
All right. Well, they went into PlayStation TV. Anybody hyped for that?
Nah, skip over.
Okay.
PlayStation 4, so I don't need a PlayStation TV, but I do think it's a cool idea.
I think it's BS that they charging people with Microsoft giving TV away for free. You know what I'm saying? They charging $139 to watch their TV. I'm just saying, but you can continue on.
What you think about it, Doc Holy, PlayStation TV?
I don't watch TV.
Okay.
That sums it up.
All right, on to the next.
It's stupid, though. I'll be honest with you. I think it's stupid. You know, they basically done everything Microsoft did.
Yep.
Mr. T said that he would buy it if it was coming to the Wii U.
What you call it? Andrew Seller talking about the audience laughing when they mention the PlayStation camera. Well, that wasn't funny. No, I'm gonna tell you what was funny. You seen them catch the dude in the audience with his hands on his hands on his chin.
Dude, I have that screen capped, and I got it screen capped. I started to make it my icon for my review. I didn't think it was gonna be big enough for people to see.
Dude,
oh my gosh, I got it.
And you want to talk about, dude, and Sony won it, man, dude, they crazy. Well, continue on, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because now we actually get into the interesting things, even though it's all third party. But this was the most interesting part of the show, because next they went into Batman Arkham Knight, and I know you wanted to touch on a part of that.
Oh yeah. Now they lit Microsoft up last E3 about playing their games on the high-end PC, and Batman, Arkham Knight was played on the high-end PC, and yet they got PlayStation hardware out and available to the devs, so their games should not be playing on high-end PCs for their briefing, you know. And I felt that was a BS. Even though the game looked great, I think, but like I said, I haven't even played a Batman game, and I can play both of them. I'm gonna run through both of those games on the PC. Thanks to Dog Holy, my man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to grab that, man.
No homo.
Because, dude, that car looks awesome, man. That thing turned into a tank, though. Oh, man, when I see that, I'm like, yeah, I got to play it. You know what I'm saying? And I will be playing on the Xbox One when that drops.
That most definitely was a beautiful game, but my thing is, will the console versions be as beautiful as that? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like you when it comes to the little details. And when I was watching him fly through the city and the rain was falling down his cape, realistically, I was like, that is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, like the way it was just, you know, the rain was just hitting him. You could see it splashing on his cape and dripping down his head. I was like, that shit is beautiful. And
Hey, by the time that drop, hopefully, they already added the 10%. Hopefully, they'll be working the cloud, and they'll have that DX12 going. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because now I'm like, is the version we're going to get even going to look like that, hearing that it was being ran on the PC?
They just sent out a new SD kit, so.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Our game should be pretty similar. I don't think it's going to be that much off.
All right.
This year.
Okay. Well, Doc Holy, what you think about Batman Arkham Knight? You looking forward to it?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. You know, so I am looking forward to it, but not how everybody else is. You know, I actually own all four now. I own this other Batman game called Blackgate. I think it was on the DS.
Yeah, I was watching you play that.
So my bad. Let me rephrase that. I actually don't own it per se. You know, thanks for Shayna. You know, that Family Shield for Steam. I'm playing that Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like a comic book game that on Blackgate, but besides that, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Batman. I can't wait to play that game. Just hope they don't add no online to it. That's when they're gonna mess up the game.
Yeah, and I know we count a Wii U, right? But Wii U have been getting the Batman, so they might still get the Batman later on down the line.
They're gonna get the Bat card.
They might pull a Watch Dogs and just give it to them a little while later.
Yep.
You know. Okay. But what about you, Screwface? You looking forward to this new Batman game? Or?
Yeah. Let Mr. T go, man.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. T.
It ain't coming to Wii U, so I don't give a damn. No.
Man, it might be coming. I'm serious. Y'all might get it.
I'm just kidding. I probably will pick it up regardless. I would like to see. I guess I'm getting a little bit run down with the Batman games. Like, you know, it's the fighting has been similar since the beginning. You know, the Batmobile ain't gonna do it for me. Like, it has to be really well incorporated for me to care. You know, so hopefully it is. Because I like those games. So, but you know, what's the last one called? Batman.
Arkham Origins.
Arkham Origins, right. Left a bad taste in my mouth. Wasn't as good as the other two. So hopefully this one will be better.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get mine while we wait for Screwface. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, when I was looking at it, I paid attention to the small details, but I'm like Mizzah Tee on that. I'm kind of like I'm looking forward to it, but I'm like because the gameplay does look awfully familiar to what we've seen being done over and over again with these Arkham games.
Right.
And the tank for me, I mean the Batmobile, while it did look cool, that isn't going to be something that's going to make me go out and buy the game just because it could transform into a tank or whatever. Because
that can get repetitive real quick.
I was going to say, yeah, what is it really adding to the game that I don't know, that gives it, I would say, I mean, you haven't been able to do that in any other Arkham game, so it's something new and something different like that, but it didn't add what I thought it was going to add, considering they were saying how it was stopping it from coming to the Wii U. I thought it was going to be something miraculous and amazing, but...
Hold on, so they said the Batmobile is what stopped them from going to the Wii U?
Ain't that a damn joke?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. It was because of the Batmobile.
Yeah, that's what they said. That was their official word. Is the things that they're doing with the Batmobile would be limited if it was on Wii U.
Yeah, and I didn't see anything that was that miraculous that it should stop it from coming to a console.
Neither did I.
You there, Screwface? You able to talk now? Or?
Yeah. Okay. I think the game looks really good, man, but I don't know. I'm kind of starting to get played out by the Batman series as well, so
okay.
I probably won't pick it up day one. You know what I'm saying? I'll let it come out, and get some feelers about it, see if I like it first before I go spend money on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. It's probably one of those games I'll pick up when it's like $20 or something like that. I'm not gonna lie on that one. All right. Well, anybody want to say something else on Batman?
That's it. Moving along.
All right. Next we winding down with the Sony conference. Next thing they showed was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I was about to call it San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Sure.
What y'all think about that?
Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
All I gotta say, PC guy.
Sure, but I love the game though. I'm not paying $60 for it. I can say that off top.
Nigga, you got that shit for free on PC already. Don't tell nobody else.
Okay, I got you.
Well, you just told the world. But what about you, Mizzah Tee? Have you is that something you'll check out if you decide to get a PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One?
Well, we talked about this game earlier. Yeah, like you said, you were winding down. I'm not like 4 was such a disappointment to me because it was a step backwards in my opinion. That I wasn't really checking for 5, and with the issues that it had with the delays and then the still broken online and. It just kind of turned me off. So
the actual game is pretty good, though.
I'm sure it is. I'm gonna play it eventually. I usually do anyway, but I'll just get it on my PS3 or Xbox 360. I don't need to buy.
Smart man. I told you, he was a smart man.
All right. Well, what about you, Screwface?
I'm gonna be nice about this and just say. Out there like it, then congratulations, you can play it on the PS4. And that's about it.
All right. I could agree with that. It was a game I was highly disappointed in. I own the 360 version, so I'm not really caring too much. I mean, hopefully by the time it comes out, it'll be a complete game because we PS3 and 360 owners have been, screwed along for the past 9 months. So hopefully by the time it comes out on the one, it's complete. Hopefully they've tweaked the things that we've complained about for the longest, and they don't give a damn about us on.
They getting dedicated servers on the one.
I mean the servers on it are fine. I don't really, I haven't really encountered any lag or anything. So I mean the online servers for it are great. But what they need to do is they need to fix the character creations and stuff like that. Finally put the heist in, give the people the game that they promised us 2-3 years ago. That's what I really think they need to do.
That's kind of my thing is like, with this game, with Last of Us, you know what I'm saying, these games that they're porting over, it's obvious, that they weren't done and they weren't complete, and now they're double dipping and they're completing it You know what I'm saying? And they're unlocking and doing all this stuff and remastering, they say, and then they're moving it over, and then they're charging $60 again for the game. You know what I'm saying? But this is the game y'all should have gave us when it came out, or just waited and dropped them on the new console.
Because that's what I was
get that last generation money.
Yeah, and that's the thing that really pissed me off about Rockstar, because they made billions off of that game, and it wasn't.
Dude, hey, hold on, how much did they sell in one night? Wasn't it like over 1 million? Like, dude, they sold like a crazy number in a week or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure of the numbers, but I know they made billions. And within 24 hours of that game being released, and it was. I mean, it made $2 billion within like the first week. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. And a lot of people, we were hyped for it, and the hype train was flowing, and we got it. And like I said, 9 months later, we still haven't got the game that we've been promised. But never here nor there. I agree with what Screwface said. I'm hoping, it's done. But the last game they went into was Uncharted 4. Anybody checking for that?
No. All they gave us before was a map, so they finally, showed us him getting up off the beach and having a conversation with himself, and then he walked down the little channel there, and then that was it.
I got a question. How long was that trailer? Please tell me how long was that trailer for them to say that they won E3 with it.
It was 72 seconds, and I think it was 72 seconds.
I think it was like 2 minutes, flat.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look at it right now.
2 minutes.
I got it right here. It was a total of 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
I can't believe it, because all he did was get up out the dirt, cock a gun.
Well, they did a lot of the lead up where it was just a bunch of text before they actually showed him on the beach. It wasn't like they just, it was 2 minutes of you actually seeing it, but yeah, it was 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
2 minutes and 24 seconds.
But anybody got anything to say about it? Because this was supposed to be their highest moment, and it don't seem like nobody cares.
I never played any Uncharted game, so I could give a care less about this game.
They didn't show nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's to get excited about? No, they didn't show nothing that they didn't show with the map.
Don't even drop in 15, man.
They go for Scalebound. You know what I'm saying? The Blood game, you know what I'm saying? Same thing go for all these games. We haven't seen anything for these games, so we don't know how they're gonna be on the next gen. You feel me?
Look, for everybody who watching us, we not trying to bash Sony, but y'all E3 was fucking ass.
I mean,
having said that, let's get on with our grades, unless Mr. T.
Yeah. You want to speak on it, Mr. T?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Uncharted series. I played and beat 1 through 3, but I didn't see anything in that trailer. I mean, there was nothing there. I don't know if that's in game or if you're worried about the graphics, which I'm not. I know it's gonna be a pretty game. So, but was that in game or was it a CG cutscene? I don't. Looks like a cutscene to me. But you got no idea of gameplay, or you got a little bit story, and that's about it. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, we seem to be pretty much done with Sony.
F.
And
F.
Oh, go ahead.
F. That's my word. F.
John Doe gave it an F. All right, what you think about a Screwface? What you giving it, man?
A beautiful, sleek, huge, giant F.
Woo. What about you, Doc Holy? What you giving Microsoft? What you giving Sony's conference?
My mama always said, if you don't got nothing to say, nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Oh, okay.
You gotta give a grade.
Yeah, you gotta give a grade. You gotta give it something.
Shit. A D?
All right.
Okay. All right, what about you, Mr. T?
Yeah, I'll give him a D. Probably a D minus, actually.
Okay. All right.
I feel like an F is too harsh, but it's probably more.
Yeah.
That's
the exact same grade I gave it. I gave it a D minus. I didn't give it a D or a D plus. I gave it a D minus. It's borderline F because I was very bored with the show, And
Dude, I feel they didn't even try, man. I felt they came out there and didn't have nothing to do, man.
In my opinion, they gave the exact same show that they gave last year, minus the 2 games that were actually worth something, which was Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. But other than that, it was pretty much the exact same show of last year.
Why in the world they didn't show Drive Club? They could have showed Drive Club.
I mean, they could show Drive Club because the Forza Horizon.
I can believe it. Yeah, I can definitely believe
beautiful
it.
Beautiful. Show because it was so bad compared to. But that's just. That's true. So I'm not trying to hate. I'm just speaking on things that's out there.
All right. Well, we done did Microsoft and Sony's. So let's go on to the last and final one, the king, Nintendo. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Nintendo started off the show with a robot chicken style intro.
Hold on. Before we get into Nintendo, can we add a couple of notable notable games or whatever, so we don't have to go into a whole, you know what I'm saying, side thing of like games, because we know Nintendo got the fire. Well, no. Oh,
what you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
What do you mean? Microsoft and EA stuff?
Yeah, I want to talk about Shadow of Mordor, because I feel that's going to be a great game. It's one that I'm looking forward to picking up. You know, I didn't remember the name, but I think that game, from what I have seen, got like the best fighting mechanics of any game that I've seen in a long time. And they built the engine for that game from the ground up too. And the game looked absolutely beautiful. And the actual AI of the game is something that has never been done before. You know.
Yeah, I was looking at I forgot who it was, but some YouTuber was talking about. He was showing some gameplay of it, and it did look like a beautiful game. It looked like and the fighting did look good. The sword play and everything looked pretty dope. So that's a game I am looking forward to.
Even the enemies fight hard. You know, it's not like you fighting somebody and they got rhythms and timings and stuff. Like they do the same thing, and then you get the rhythm down, and then you can dodge and do all. No, it seemed more organic the way they fight on the. It just seemed like a really good polished game, and I'm waiting. That's one of the games I'm looking forward to getting right now. Definitely.
Okay. Anybody else got anything on Shadow of the Mordor?
Nah, I didn't really see too much show about it.
Go check it out though.
Okay. Yeah, I want to talk on Warframe coming to the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? The opponents, you know, they covered it in the game. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think it was coming, but they got I don't know the name of the company, but they got tired of being on them stale servers, and they said we want some independent. We want some good servers, so they're coming over to the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying, for the dedication, and I think it's gonna be definitely a good thing, and I can't wait to get back on Warframe. You know, I don't know when they're gonna put it out, but that's another game.
Yeah, I heard a lot of. I've seen a lot of gameplay for it on PC and PlayStation 4. So I think it's a cool addition to add to the Xbox. You know, we could also go into a game that we didn't bring up, which I personally forgot to bring up. Y'all can shoot me for it. Battlefield Hardline.
Oh man.
That was a game that I'm really looking for.
Sony in their lives. It was supposed to be 1080p, 60 frames per second. It's 900p, more like 30 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Told by Digital Foundry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they lie, because Digital Foundry get their hands on all these games and just make Sony look like dumbasses every single time, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really no surprise. Like a lot of people always seem to be surprised when Sony gets exposed for lies, but I mean we ought to be used to it by now. They've been doing it for about 15 years now, so it's really. It shouldn't really be a surprise when they come out with those, especially this frames per second thing. They've been being exposed on that for the longest, The biggest one being Killzone Shadowfall. All of the PlayStation fans were going around talking about, man, this game 1080p, 60 frames per second, and they didn't even know that it wasn't even 1080p. They didn't even know it was 720p. So, that goes to show you that a lot of this this frames per second and these these resolution people, they really can't tell the difference. If it wasn't for Digital Foundry and these other outlets telling them what the game was, they really wouldn't even be able to tell.
Yeah, but the game do look great,
It
and
does.
it do look. And I have never bought what it is.
A Battlefield game.
Battlefield. I have never bought a Battlefield game, but this is one that I'm looking forward to getting. That I might get. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna get it for sure, but this might be one of the ones I might go pick up. So just letting you know, just fill you in. Like I said, I got my limitations on the games I buy, but I'm looking that one I might look forward to get.
Well, as for me, Battlefield Hardline, the game's fun. The game look hot, but I would not be paying those $60 for that shit. Because it really is a goddamn expansion to Battlefield 4. And I've been playing that shit. I've been playing the beta about for 2 days now. So if you want to play the beta, you already know. But on that type of note, it is what it is, man.
All right, what about you, Screwface? You checking for hard lines or no?
That would be nice, man. I'm not really feeling shooters. So.
Okay.
I mean, to me, Battlefield, Call of Duty, that's about the same to me. So.
All right. What about you, Mizzah Tee? I know how you feel about first-person shooters, but have you been able to check out Battlefield Hardline?
I saw the footage. It looks different from most of those games, so that's a plus. But it's gonna have to convince me to play it. I haven't seen anything yet anyway to convince me otherwise. So.
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to Battlefield Hardlines for the simple fact that, like I was saying earlier, I haven't been given the heist that I've been promised in Grand Theft Auto. So the fact that you can have people, and it's a very strategic game, and that's what I'm looking forward to in it, because you actually going to have people you can designate to a helicopter, you could designate to a motorcycle or a vehicle that you can get in. And, y'all going to be pulling off heists, and everybody going to have a role to play. And that's what I'm really interested in, because I've been getting into Payday 2. I recently bought that game, and it just doesn't feel – it's not really engulfing to me.
It seemed linear. It seemed like you're just doing one thing. It seemed like you ain't exploring nothing. Yeah, I watched a couple of gameplays. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it just feels very generic. So –
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it personally, because I've been looking for a game that introduces that style of heist mode and all of that stuff. So it's sold it to me. It's a game I'm most definitely going to be getting.
C4,
yeah.
Me and you, buddy. Me and you.
Oh, right, and you already know this. We're going to be Army of Two style out
yes,
this.
Sir. Yeah, we're getting it. Me and you, buddy.
So, was it anything else you wanted to talk about before we get into
Final Fantasy 14, the MMO. I know a lot of people who watch my channel. They may not know that I'm a big. Well, y'all know I'm a big MMO. I don't talk about it as much as I should, but they added two job classes from Final Fantasy 11. Hey, say the name of the first one, the thief. The new name of the thief. I can't pronounce that shit.
I can't pronounce it. I believe it's Serenia Shirk. I believe that's what it is.
Serenia Shirk. That's the name of the new thief. That's the class, and they brought over the job of ninja, and I think that is going to be absolutely awesome. And like I say, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 11. I still play Final Fantasy 11 to this day. Like I say, I'm trying to get in to 14. I haven't really got into it, but I think that's something that I would want to go over there and play on 14, since they're bringing over the job ninja. And I see Square Enix have been doing their thing. Like, man, Square Enix been on the road lately, to be honest with you.
The conference was nice.
Hold on, didn't they show Hitman's what it is, Sniper or whatever? I didn't see it.
They showed little parts of it, but they only got Hitman Sniper. I think that's I think it's an add-on. I don't really know, so they was talking a lot of shit in Spanish. I mean, not Spanish, Chinese or Korean or whatever.
Yeah,
I was watching that one.
But I think SC. I don't think we give SC enough credit on the type of games they bring out. I think they bring out some pretty good games, with good stories or whatnot. But we can move on from that. You know, I just want to say my little 2 cents on Final Fantasy 14 because I'm looking forward to go back and play it. Me and you, Dog Hole, we got to get back on that, man.
Okay, all right. Well, we going into Nintendo now?
Yeah, we going on.
All right.
I think Screwface wanted to say, Screwface, you want to play something, man?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to knock this Nintendo out. We running long, we running strong. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So let's go ahead and knock this Nintendo out because it wasn't a very long conference, so we should be done with this in a little while. But the Robot Chicken intro, I was a little leery about it in the beginning, but when I saw what was going down, I fell in love with it. I'm gonna go ahead on and let Mizzah Tee take that away. What did you think about the way they started to show off with the Robot Chicken and the fight scene and all of that stuff?
I thought it was amazing, to put it bluntly. The Robot Chicken thing was awesome because they made fun of themselves in it. They made fun of gamers. They made fun of the press. You know, things that people have been griping about Nintendo. They made fun of all that stuff. So it showed that they were really aware of of the media and what gamers want and how they feel about Nintendo. So I thought it was hilarious. And the Iwata and Reggie battle was I thought that was amazing. I mean, what other company will you see two figureheads battling it out in an anime style fight? I mean that's just awesome to me. So yeah, I mean that's all I have to say about that opening. It was great.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if you all saw it, but did you anybody else see the opening of the show?
I missed it.
I saw it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. You want to give your input on that?
I mean that sums it up for me, man.
Okay.
It's really cool, man. I recommend anybody watching it. It's pretty cool, especially if you're a Nintendo.
The weirdo one to make it. I can already see it.
What about you, Doc Holy? Did you check it out?
Yeah, I enjoyed everything about it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree with what Mr. T said, man. I like the way, the guy was like, "Oh, great, another Mario game," and then he just was like, "No Mario," and they actually had little segments with the characters backstage. I thought that was great. I thought it was real great. And like you said, it showed that they are aware of everything we say. They're aware of what the press say. They're aware of what, people who was once Nintendo fans, but kind of outgrew us, are saying they're a fan. They know of what everybody's saying. So I love that. That really said a lot. But then they from the fight scene with Iwata and Fizame, they went into the fact that you'll be able to use your Mii's in Super Smash Bros, which looked like a phenomenal game in my opinion. I thought that was a great way to segue into it from the two head figures into what's going to be, I think, the biggest game for the Wii U this year, or possibly one of the biggest games.
I think PlayStation All Stars is going to be better.
Oh shit, the gloves is off. You over there sounding like Doc Holy right now. We got two hoof clickers up in here.
Oh man!
But what you think about the way they segue from the fight between Fizame and Iwata into Super Smash Bros, Mr. T?
I mean, it was perfect. I mean, obviously that whole fight was leading into Smash Brothers, the whole battle, and then they obviously transitioned really well to that, and it was just perfect. Like this is what people have been wanting, a better presentation from Nintendo as far as these directs go, and with the last couple of directs, you saw them starting to really start to have fun with them. So yeah, I mean, you could see it all come to fruition with this digital event.
Mm-hmm. Did you catch the Super Smash Bros gameplay, John Doe?
No, I ain't catch it.
Oh, okay. Anybody?
But I seen it at the end. I think they came back with it at the end before it went off though.
Mm-hmm.
Mimo's, I think the Mimo, whatever the little toys was, the figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen it then.
Oh, okay. What about you, Screwface? Did you catch the Super Smash Bros gameplay?
Yeah, man. I like it, man. A lot of people, talk shit about it. Who wants to fight a game with Mario versus the Wii Fitness Trainer or some shit like that? But I think it's a great fighter game. You know what I mean? And it adds a a different twist on fighter games, you know, versus the same old, you know, blood and gore and all that type of shit there, like Mortal Kombat and stuff brings to the table. So I like it. I think it's great. I like having all the different characters that have different powers and abilities. So I think it's a great game. I'm definitely gonna get it.
Sure, I like the way they split the levels. That's what I like, you know. Like, it's just not like one level, you know what I'm saying? You're going back and forth in a straight line on one level. That's what I liked about DOA, too, because when you fight on DOA, you can knock somebody down to another level. It's still on one level, but, you know.
Yeah, you got different tiers to it.
Yeah.
What did you think about Super Smash Bros, Doc Holy?
Man, I'm a Smash Bros. Fan. I like that joint, man. Especially when you can use your knees on that shit. Yeah, I'm really gonna enjoy it.
Okay, all right. And then they transitioned on to introducing their new line of figures that you'll be able to sit on the gamepad called Amiibos.
Yeah, that's when I came in with Amiibos. Yeah.
And I personally, a lot of people gave it a lot of shit because they said that they were ripping off Disney Infinity and Skylanders. But I personally think that me and Mizzah Tee was talking about this earlier, that it fits Nintendo so well that you know, I can't believe that they didn't do this a while ago. And the fact that you and your friend could both have a Link character or a Pac-Man character, and they be two totally different characters because you can give him a certain fighting style, and your friend might not have the exact same fighting style, or you know, your friend's character might fight totally different because of how many wins you got or how much he's been leveled up or whatever. I think that's amazing. What do you think about that, John Doe?
Dude, I honestly like it. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to it. See, and there's something else. Like, everybody say, well, I don't want to get no toys to play no games, but yet you'll go out and spend $100 on a collector's edition to get a statue of a motherfucker. That's a toy.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But yet you say you don't want to get a toy that you can actually use with the game. You know what I'm saying? Not a figurine that you put on the desk. You actually can use it. You know what I'm saying? And it will become a collectible over time. Dude, I think it's amazing that you can actually have somebody. What it bring back the feel of, I don't know if y'all, well, I know Mr. T have, but it bring back the feel of like a Monster Rancher or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I can take my Amiibo and go against your Amiibo and skill them up and, you know what I'm saying, build them like I want to. You know, inside. So it basically gives you another game inside Smash Brothers other than the fighting game, you know. So I can see it as, you know, taking it to a whole different plateau when it comes down to Smash Brothers. So it's going to be way more depth than we thought it was going to be. But yeah.
Okay. Well, what about you, Mizzah Tee?
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about earlier, the Amiibo was a stroke of genius. It's something that I felt like Nintendo should have already done, and it's just perfect for them. And like John Doe was saying, it's not just, you know, it's not just a toy. You can use this over multiple games. They're talking about Mario Kart. They're talking about Smash Brothers. They're talking about, you know, a lot of other games coming out that you can use it for. Unlike Skylanders games, you can only use it for one game. So
they were saying Mario Party 10,
Mario Party 10, Yoshi's Woolly World. All these games are going to be able to use this. You know, so I mean, you know, the collector out there is going to want them anyway, but they have actual use, you know, and don't even open it up to Pokemon because this is all over there. It's all over.
Yes, you just opened up the floodgates with that one. Yeah.
I can definitely see a Pikachu,
man.
Pokemon.
And Nintendo, and you know what? Come to think about it, Mizzah Tee, you just possibly gave them more money, because if you think about Nintendo owning the Pokemon license, could you imagine a Pokemon Stadium? With those,
Stadium for Wii U,
with those,
oh my, it's over. The game's over.
And it's actually like you'll own a Pokemon, because you'll be leveling him up and making him stronger based on how many battles you have. You could be your own Ash. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't even think of that.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Mizzah Tee, when they come out with that Pokemon Stadium with those, make sure they give you your cut for that. Make sure they give you your cut of money for that.
I'm sure Nintendo was already on that level.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure they thought about that already.
Yeah, Wow. Now I really got to get a Wii U. Oh my goodness. But go ahead, Screwface. What you think about the amiibo characters?
Well, Mr. T just kind of stole my thunder because I was going to bring that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Okay.
Nintendo minds think alike. I think that the amiibo, man, is awesome. I mean, I'm gonna get 2 sets. I'm gonna get a set that I don't open and a set that I play with because I think they're a collector's item. But as far as using them in a game, I think it's great. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a lot of different games that use them. So it's not like you're just gonna play them with one game like the Skylanders. You're gonna be able to use them across a lot of different games and level them up different ways. I think it's really cool, and I think they're releasing like 10 with when Smash Brothers drops, and then they're supposed to release more characters throughout after that. So I think it's really gonna be cool, man. I'm gonna try to get 2 of all of them. So
because they are worth a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta collect them all.
Well, what about you, Doc Holy? What you think about the amiibo characters?
I think it's pretty awesome, man. Like, I can't wait to start getting them. But really gonna be for my kids, though.
Okay.
I don't know I'm going to actually use them per se, but I want to see what happens.
All right. Well, we all gave our opinions on that, so let's go into the next title they showed, which was Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take that one first, Mizzah Tee. Go ahead.
Wow. The game is like they had their initial reveal about a year ago at one of the directs, and it was they was still experimenting, trying to figure out what they wanted it to look like. So they gave us a couple of screenshots and they showed a little bit of footage. But man, this game looks 20 times better than what they showed back then. The gameplay obviously is harkening to the Yoshi Island games. It's not just Yoshi's or Kirby's Epic Yarn with Yoshi in it. So they're using that the Yoshi gameplay, the Yoshi Island gameplay, which is great. I mean, it looks like real wool. I mean, if you're looking at the game, I mean, graphically beautiful. I know the gameplay is going to be there. It's going to be a nice kind of casual game on one end, but it'll be very hardcore. And yes, cartoony, pretty games can be hardcore if you really get into them and you try to find everything in it. That's what makes a game hardcore, as far as I'm concerned. If you really want to crack it open and then do everything in it, that makes the game hardcore. So, you can play it casually, have fun with it that way, but you can also really get into it. And like they said, there's no time limit. So if you really want to explore the levels, which I love to do, to find everything, you can do that, and it's just going to be. It looks like a great game. That's all I can say.
Okay. I got a question for you, Mizzah Tee, because I heard you say that they showed it a couple years back. Is Yoshi's Woolly World, was that what they used to call Yoshi's Yarn?
Yeah, it was Yoshi's Yarn. Is what they called the initially. Okay.
I thought Yoshi's Yarn already. I thought this was like a sequel to that. I wasn't sure if that actually came out on that.
Oh no. This is the final build, Yoshi's Yarn.
Oh, okay, cool. Dark Holy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that, Joy, because they actually, last week we did podcast, I said I want to say another Yoshi game. Yeah, they did it, so.
Oh, y'all speaking on Yoshi Young?
Yeah, we're on Yoshi's Woolly World.
That definitely going to be the shit.
Okay, and what you think about Yoshi's Woolly World, John Doe?
Man, I just finished off Matt's Curse of the Brotherhood and enjoyed every minute of that shit. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for some Yoshi Young, dog, man. Dude, I'm hoping that they how you can use the 2 Yoshis. I'm hoping they allow internet duel, you know what I'm saying? Where you can play with somebody on the internet, you know what I'm saying?
Co-op.
Yeah. I'm hoping they have that in co-op mode so you can play with somebody, man. I think that should be awesome. Like, you see how the Yoshi was swallowing the other Yoshi and using them as a projectile, man? That's tight. It's tight, man. I can't wait for that game. That's one of the games I'm looking forward to.
Well, I watched a video about it, and it said that it had a 2-player mode where 2 people could play it at the same time. Like, one of them was like a red Yoshi, and the other one was green. But then, I don't know, like you said, I don't know if they're going to make that like an online co-op or if it's just like 2 players sitting at the house together.
Yeah,
Nintendo good for the local co-op.
It's probably going to be local.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what you think about it, Screwface? You looking forward?
Yeah, I like it, man. You know, like Mizzah Tee said, that it actually looks like you're playing in, you know, in Yarn. I mean, it's just it's so cool, man. I think it's a great game. It's real innovative. It's real neat. I'm glad it's finally done, so we can get it. And yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm definitely getting it day one.
Most definitely, yeah. I'm excited too. I actually, when I was looking at it, I was saying to myself, this actually looks like more fun than Little Big Planet 3. When I saw it, I was, huh?
I said it's not even close. It does. I think this looks better. But
yeah,
I agree with you 100%.
I was looking at it. I was like, wow, this shitting all over it. God damn.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, but it was. But yeah, we're gonna go into the next one because this one was a haymaker, and John Doe went ballistic when they showed this. But they showed a new Zelda game, new Legend of Zelda game, and I'm gonna go ahead and let John Doe take this one on because he was turning into a little mark over that one. So go ahead, tell him what you thought about.
First of all, can we get a golf clap?
There you go. Clap it up.
Golf clap. Give it a golf clap. Man, dude. When the dude was talking, man, I thought he was going to tease me, man. Like, he's showing this environment and he's telling us anything you see on this map, you can go there. I'm like, oh, man. And then you just see this grass just swaying. I mean, realistically, too. You know what I'm saying? The art style wasn't as realistic as I wanted. But they made up for it with the actual physics and the movements of the game, man. But you see it swaying and he just talking. And that's thing you know, you see this, I don't know if it's like a mechanical monster or what, like somebody that's actually inside of it. But when he took off and this thing came up and started shooting them lasers at him, man, oh, man. Dude, my heart fell down to my stomach, man. Dude, I got goosebumps all over my arms, man. I'm like, I can't wait to play some Zelda, man. Oh, man, I couldn't wait for Zelda, man. Dude, I was very impressed, man, and I'm ready. I'm ready for a Wii U right now. You know, like I say, but the characters aren't like I want them to look, but they made up for it with good-looking art style. The art style they use is real nice, so I think I'm definitely going to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Wind Waker 5.0. That's what we're going to say. 5.0, not 2.0, 5.0. You know what I'm saying? With the graphics. But go ahead. That's it, man. But I'm very happy for that game.
What about you, Screwface? You looking forward to the new Zelda game?
Yeah, man. It looks beautiful. You know, at first I was kind of with John Doe as far as I was waiting for them to finally make a Zelda game that looked, you know, like real people. But I don't, you know, that's not Nintendo style. I don't think that they will ever. I'm not gonna say never, but I don't think they will ever try to make Zelda look that way. But the way they made it look, man, it looks beautiful. You know, it's definitely the best looking Zelda game so far. So I can't wait to get it. I'm gonna get it day one as well. I can't wait.
Okay, all right. What about you, Mizzah Tee? What you thinking about the new Zelda game?
Man, me and Doe kind of went in on one of his videos. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. I've watched it already, but I'm like he said, man. When Anuma sat up there and he started talking, he was teasing. He's like, "We're gonna get into that. We're gonna show you that later. We're gonna show you." I'm like, "Oh man, they ain't gonna show nothing." You know? Then he snapped his fingers, and then you saw the world, and I'm like, "Is that a painting? Is that really like what is that?" Like, and then you could see the grass swaying, and I'm like, "This is the game." Like, I saw, you saw Link on the horse. You could see him in the distance a little bit. Obviously, they were trolling, trying to keep him a little far away from you. So he was in the distance, and you could see the horse moving. You could see the mare moving on the horse, and the tail was wagging. And then you could also see, if you were paying close attention, you could see like goats off in the field over here, and little butterflies and mist and all kinds of stuff. And the clouds were leaving shadows on the ground. The clouds overhead were going. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Like, I was blown away by it. I couldn't believe it. Like, and then they started moving. And if you were paying attention, you could see the goats start to look where the action was coming from. Like it looked like an Octorok. It looked like some kind of a new take on the Octorok from Zelda games. And so you could see them look. They looked over there when they heard a noise. And then the Octorok came out and started blasting, and they jumped up and they ran off. And it was like, whoa. I mean, that's crazy detail to me. And, of course, the lasers were burning, and they were leaving burn marks in the ground, and it was fire. And I could not – my jaw was unhinged. I could not believe what I was seeing. It was just gorgeous. And, I knew Nintendo was going to go with the more anime kind of Skyward Sword kind of thing, because being a Nintendo, I pay attention to a lot of the articles. I can tell Enuma said that he felt like the Skyward Sword was the right kind of visual look and feel for Zelda. He always felt that way, and so I knew the next one would mimic that. But to think it would look this beautiful was not, I just couldn't believe it. And man, I'm so excited for it. I can't wait. I know it's going to destroy everything when it comes out, and I'm looking forward to it.
Man, I think I might sell 2 million the first night. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was a beautiful game, man.
Most definitely. What about you, Doc Holy? Legend of Zelda. What you thinking of it?
Day one pickup. I'm definitely getting that game. I don't know about the other one, but that one, best believe I'm getting it.
Most definitely.
That's
and I, I have never played a Zelda game. I was saying that earlier. So when I do get my Wii U, this will be my first Zelda game that I ever actually play. So I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was beautiful, and I'm glad Mizzah Tee touched on that, because I was thinking about that too when you were speaking, when you was describing it. Though I was saying, man, like the way the clouds were moving across the sky and they were casting shadows over the land, I was like, it's stuff like that, like I said, the little things like that just, they catch me more than anything. And I was like, that.
It's always little things, man.
Beautiful.
And trust me, like, there's no multiplayer in Zelda, but you're going to get your money's worth with the campaign, looking for stuff, man. Dude, it's going to, how long do you think a Zelda is? About 40 hours, Mr. T?
On average, it's about 35. Yeah, about 35 hours.
Man, it's a long game, and you're going to enjoy it, man. It's an enjoyable game. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, so everybody gave their opinion on this one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we go to the next one. The next game they showed was Bayonetta 2. And I'm going to go ahead and give my opinions on this one because it's going to be real short. To me, the game was meh because the graphics to me didn't really look that great. But it's not really about graphics, but the gameplay for me. I've never really been a fan of the whole Devil May Cry style of, gameplay. So I'm not calling it Devil May Cry because I know it's got a somewhat of a style of its own. But to me, I wasn't really impressed by that game. That was probably one of the lowest, games in the whole showing, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go ahead on and we'll go to Screwface first. Go ahead, let Screwface give his opinion on Bayonetta 2. What you think about it?
Well, I never played the first one, so I need to definitely do that before I go out and buy 2.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't, because 2 comes with 1. It's bundled.
Yeah, okay. I want to. It's one of them games where I liked what they showed. You know what I'm saying? But it's never really the type of game that I like. But I'm gonna, chance. So when it comes out, I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm saying, and find out some more stuff about it, see some gameplay, etc., and then maybe go pick it up after that. But it looked good.
All right. What about you, Mizzah Tee? Bayonetta 2. I know you waiting for it.
Of course. I mean, it's a Wii U exclusive, so I got to be waiting on that. But no, it's a platinum game, and the funny thing is, I was really close. I haven't played the first Bayonetta. I was really close to buying that one. I had it on my Amazon wish list. I was gonna pick it up, and then now I don't have to because Bayonetta 1's in it. And to me, I feel like you were talking about the visuals earlier. If you look at Bayonetta 1 in this trailer, you can see how much better Bayonetta 2 looks than that one. Like, it's so much more vibrant, and you can see the resolution is much higher. I don't know if you noticed that when you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Visually, to me, it looks night and day. Because I didn't even when they showed it, I was like, what is this game? Because they were showing like Zelda. She had on like a Zelda skin and a Metroid skin. That's something they're adding to the original Bayonetta. That's going to come with the game. Is that you can play with the Metroid skins and whatnot on Bayonetta. She can wear like the Metroid getup and the Zelda getup or Princess Peach getup. So I can tell. Like I was like, that's not Bayonetta 2 because it looked graphically quite inferior to me. So I was like, oh, this is Bayonetta 1 that they're going to allow that stuff in. So I was like, so that let me see that visually it's much better than the original. And again, I don't get into all that, but the game just looks fast, furious, quirky, Platinum Games crazy, awesome. And I can't, we've been waiting for it for a while because we heard about it going on 2 years now. So finally it's coming out, and you get an extra game with it. I mean, first day, all day.
Yeah, I think that was a great thing that they decided to give the people who were buying, Bayonetta 2 Part 1, considering that it wasn't on the Wii. The fact that they giving it to them, I think that's mad good. You got to give them respect for that.
Yeah.
What you think about it, Dark Holy?
I gotta keep on muting my mic. My bad. But I'm gonna enjoy the game when it come out. I can't wait for it. I didn't think they was gonna announce it at E3, but I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it to come out. That's all I gotta say. And I'm about to finish eating.
All right. Go ahead, John Doe. Bayonetta 2.
Man, I think it's gonna be an awesome game. Like, I honestly didn't think the graphics went down. Well, kind of, sort of, from when they showed it last year. But I really think it still looks like a beautiful game. That's in my eyes,
No, I'm saying it looked better than the original because he was saying that it didn't impress him visually. But what I was saying is that it definitely looks a lot better than the original because they showed the original game. It's basically a port of the 360 game. And you can tell how much better Bayonetta 2 looks than Bayonetta 1. Yes.
Yeah. Bayonetta 2 look. That's what I'm saying. It looks awesome because the one that I seen last year looked awesome. When they had the gameplay when they were fighting against the dragon coming out the building or whatever it was. Yeah, it still looked like an awesome game. It's very colorful and everything. Like, it's one of the games when I get the Wii U that I'm looking forward to picking up to actually give me a library of games that I can play. That Yoshi Island, like, even though they ain't got the third parties that I would like, I would have a good amount of games to purchase when I actually do get my Wii U. So, and that's one of the ones I'm definitely looking forward to. So, yeah, I feel real good about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn good looking game, and it looked like it's gonna be fun, man.
All right. Next game they showed was Hyrule Warriors. Go ahead on and take that one away, Mizzah Tee.
Again, the initial reveal of the game, I was kind of okay. It might be cool, be able to play Zelda characters in basically a Dynasty Warriors game. It's kind of a nice mashup. It was something that I used to think about a lot. I like to play these characters in other games. And one game that did that for me was what was it? Not Soul Calibur. Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 allowed you to play as Link if you had the GameCube version, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's something I would like to see more. We didn't really get that, and I was looking forward to this game initially because I'll be able to play more playable characters from the Zelda world. But again, this game visually, a visual leap from the original announcement and visual reveal. It's just night and day, and then they got more in depth and they showed more characters that are going to have for it, more of the playable characters. There's usually about 10 to 12 playable characters in these types of games, and they only showed like 4 or 5. So I'm looking forward to Darunia, the Goron King, and all this kind of stuff you get to do. I mean, that's going to increase the replay value of this game through the roof. So, man, I mean, and the game visually looks great. I love the concept of it. It's a day one buy for me.
All right. What you think about it, John Doe? Hyrule Warriors.
I don't really feel it's a day one buy, but it looks better than I thought it was when they first announced it, and I seen like the first gameplay of it. Like Mr. T said, the visuals. Now, if you look at Hyrule Warriors and you look how Link is built in there, he's built more realistically than he is on the actual Zelda game, and you can notice the difference, you know. But it looked like it's good. And along with the different characters, all the characters got abilities, and they were saying like to defeat, like they gonna have bosses in there, and the characters gonna have to use different abilities to defeat the bosses. So I think that's gonna bring a little something different than Dynasty Warriors or games like that actually brought to the table. So it definitely looked like an interesting game. I don't know if it's a day one buy, but like I say, all of these games will increase the library, and it will be a game that I have in my library at the end, you know what I'm saying, when it's all said and done. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting it.
Cool. What about you, Screwface?
I think it looks like a pretty cool game. I'm kind of with John, though. I don't know if I'll buy it, right away, but it'll definitely be something I pick up down the road. So, but I like how the game looks, how you play it, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see more about it. It looks like a good game, though.
All right. What about you, Doc Holy? You checking for it?
Nah, not really. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I need to see more gameplay on that one. Cause I don't know. I got mixed feelings on it yet right now.
You must not have watched the Treehouse because it was like an hour.
Nah, I didn't watch the Treehouse. That's why I said I missed the Treehouse. I need to take my black ass and watch it at night.
Okay, yeah, I need to go watch the Treehouse as well because I thought I was gonna be the only one in that boat. I really wasn't impressed by it, what I saw from it at the the showing. I thought it was kind of meh personally. And to me, graphically, maybe it was the stream, I don't know, but it didn't really look good. Like I said, graphics aren't everything, but it really didn't look good from what I saw. And
it's not a visual intensive game. I'm not saying it looked great. What I'm saying is when they originally showed it, it looks 10 times better than that. That's what I was saying.
Oh, all right. Well, I was just giving my opinions on the graphics from what I saw, though.
Yeah.
But it looked there. I might have to check out the Treehouse, like you were saying, and see. I might, it might change my opinions on it. But from what I saw, it really wasn't doing too much for me personally. But next game they went into was Kirby. What's the subtitle for that? I know it was a Kirby game.
Rainbow Curse.
Rainbow Curse.
Okay, yeah. I thought that was a pretty interesting looking game. They were playing it on the Wii U
controller,
gamepad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if they were playing it on the 3DS or the controller. But it
that's
looked
what
good.
I'm trying to figure out. Is it basically you gonna play the whole game on the controller, not on your actual TV?
Well, I'm gonna give you a quick brief history. Basically, this is the sequel to Kirby's Canvas Curse that came off of the DS. I think it was around 2005, 2006, and it was the game that really showcased the dual screen gameplay very well for the DS. They're one of the first games that did that showed you, and it was a awesome game. Like it was the game to have. Yes, you can play on the gamepad only. It was just, I think, basically you can play watching. You can watch the top screen, which is basically your TV, and you're going to be using the gamepad to control it. It's hard to explain. You have to actually play it yourself to really get the feel of it. It's hard to see if you're going to like it watching in a video form. But for me, actually controlling it and playing it myself, it was just an awesome experience for me. I mean, it's an awesome game on the DS, and I think it'll be an even more awesome game on Wii U.
Okay. Because I was picking that one up.
Yeah, because I was looking at it. It looked like kind of like a. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what I kind of saw from it, because I got a quick glance of it, but I didn't really get too involved in it. But it looked like a Sonic game where he's just moving by himself. You gotta draw like lines and stuff to lead him to where you need him to, or you want him to go, something like that.
You're almost right. I mean, all his movement is based on you're drawing the rainbow, the lines or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be you controlling it that way, but it's more intuitive than probably what you're thinking. Like it's you control, you have a lot more control than I think you're thinking you're gonna be able to have.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if he was moving by himself, and your objective was to guide him where he needed to go, or what?
No, you're moving him. He's not just doing his own thing. You're moving him around, and it's based on the rainbow. I don't know what you really want to call them, but the little rainbow designs that you're drawing, that's how he moves around. So, it's a lot of fun. It's almost like a puzzle platformer, but not really. It's way more action. Way more action. It's like I said, it's hard to explain that type of game because you have to kind of play it and feel it for yourself. But it's so intuitive and it's just a lot of fun to play that way.
Okay. Well, what about you, Screwface? What you think about the Kirby game if you saw it?
I'm kind of like Mizzah Tee though, as far as he said, you gotta kind of you gotta play it to really know. I'm gonna have to wait and let that thing come out, man, and test it out or whatever before I buy it. Because I mean, it looks cool and everything, but it just depends on if I like the way that it plays. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you 100. What about you, Dark Holy? Did you get a chance to check it out? Dark Holy there? All right.
It might be it.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all want to go on to the next one, or you want to wait for him?
You can move on. You can move on.
All right. Next game they went into was that Monolith Soft's game X. Finally got a name, Xenoblade Chronicles.
X.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X. My bad. What you think about that one, Screwface? What you think about what you saw on that?
Well, okay. To be fair, you know what I'm saying. I don't think.
Be honest.
No, to be fair, 100%. I don't think that it. Watching it, I didn't live up to the hype for me. I think a lot of people's been waiting on this game to see what it is, and it didn't wow me. I don't think it looks as bad as everybody says it does. There again, you know what I'm saying. By the time it comes out, hopefully it's gonna look better than it looked in the trailer that they showed. But I could see it being a game, you know what I'm saying, that I could get into. But I'm gonna have to wait and see some more about it though.
Yeah, I agree with you because personally, I gave it when I was talking about it, I kind of said it. When they showed that chick in the beginning with the white hair, John Doe can attest to this. It looked like a Dreamcast game for a minute. them graphics were not the graphics they showed us a couple of years ago at all. That game looked like it took a real deep nosedive in the visual department. But as we all know, visuals aren't the end-all, be-all. It's all about the gameplay. But I did notice those graphics when I first saw it. But I'm like you. I need to see some more gameplay. I need to see what it's all about before I actually, give it my opinion. But Mizzah Tee, take it away for us, because you're gonna give us the whole insight on it. I already know this.
Yeah, I'm about to say you guys are completely wrong as far as the visuals taking a downgrade. Because
we knew you was gonna say that.
Because again, the game, the trailer, I'll agree with you. It wasn't very impressive to me. The initial trailers were better, but this trailer gave you a little bit of story, which was cool, and you got to see more of the scope because the game didn't seem as big as it was in their initial reveal. But again, when I looked at the treehouse gameplay footage, it looked just like the original reveal with the guy running alongside the shoreline. I think that's what y'all remember.
Yeah,
it looked just like that to me when I saw the treehouse footage. So I don't know if I don't know if this trailer just wasn't compressed right or what what it was, but the treehouse stuff showed me that it was graphically the same. It didn't seem like it was better, but it was at least as good as the original reveal. But that aside, as far as the visuals go, Xenoblade Chronicles is one of the best games on Wii, one of the best games in its genre, period. And that's why I was looking forward to this game, because I knew, it would expand on what it did on the Wii. Obviously, the Wii had limitations, and this would kind of shatter some of those. And this game is going to be the second biggest game on Wii U next year. That's just it.
So what's going to be the first biggest?
Obviously, Zelda. I mean, Zelda's Zelda's number one. But it'll be right behind. This game will be right behind Zelda, as far as I'm concerned, because Xenoblade Chronicles is a lot of people who don't know about Xenoblade Chronicles are going to learn about it next year through this game. And
I know about it. I know that what it is. GameStop was selling it for like $80.
Yeah, used.
Used copies.
Right.
Yeah,
so I mean, the gameplay, the weapon system, the everything in this game is awesome. It's just I don't know. You gotta. I feel like you have to play. You don't have to play Xenoblade Chronicles, but I feel like if you don't, you're doing yourself a disservice. Especially if you get a Wii. If you got a Wii U, you can play the Wii games on it. So this is one game you should pick up if you can, Xenoblade Chronicles, and then get yourself prepared for the awesomeness that's going to be Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Okay.
Sure. I think more companies should do what who made Ben Platinum Games. I think more companies should do what Platinum Games doing and give you like the original game to go with the new game. So we should get a Xenoblade on top of Xenoblade Chronicles on the next gen. That's the way I feel about it. But
this isn't like a straight sequel. That's why it's not as necessary, because I think this one is set like 100 years in the future of Xenoblade Chronicles.
Hey, don't give me no damn excuses. They should give us the other part too. Especially since they didn't even release it in America. It's a Japanese release.
No, Xenoblade Chronicles got released here.
I thought it was a port. I thought it was, it released first in Japan, correct?
Yeah. Most
games. And they ported it over. I'm saying since it wasn't a release when it first came out, and I think people actually had the petition for it to get released in America, correct?
Well, that's what they say, but Nintendo said they were going to release it regardless. The petition had nothing to do with it, so
But the facts are correct.
Yeah.
I'm not just making stuff up. Okay.
No, you're right on that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I think they should give us Xenoblade Chronicles along with Xenoblade Chronicles X. But for that simple reason that I just said, and I don't want to go to GameStop and spend $80 to get a used game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you didn't have to.
That's all you worried about.
They recently re-released it. It was $40 for a good while. I don't know what it is now, but it was
$80. Shoot, GameStop was opening up the games.
Yeah, I know. That's some crooks, man. Some crooks.
And selling them for $80. They'll open them. They was getting the games and opening them up and putting them out there for $80, or $75, however. But I know it was high. But I really wasn't visually impressed by the game. I'm hoping that the game, but I already knew that the world on the Wii, it was huge. You get what I'm saying? So I can only imagine how massive the world gonna be on the actual Wii U and all the stuff that you can actually do on the Wii U.
Look, I just want to say this real quick to give you some scope. They showed on the treehouse, basically, you could see that these two dinosaur-like creatures, kind of pasturing by the water, and then they didn't look all that big, and then they showed a guy run over to him, and you were as small as his toenail.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the scope of this game. It's huge, and it wasn't just one creature; it was a bunch of them out there pasturing. So, to give you some idea how big this game is going to be.
And then you going all up into space and mobile suits and stuff.
It looks like they're going to be space battles and all kinds of stuff going on.
Okay.
Man, they better have some internet play, man. They better have some co-op in this game, or it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, they gotta have some co-op.
But the game is huge. I need some co-op. Yeah, but like I said,
oh good.
Oh no, I wasn't finished off yet. Sorry for that. But I wasn't as impressed as I thought I would be. But you know, like you said, I gotta actually go look at the treehouse. I'm gonna go check out the treehouse. Hopefully, it get my excitement back up to where it was prior to me actually seeing the game at E3. So that's about it.
What about you, Screwface?
Oh, I already talked about it.
Oh, did you? Did Dark Holy? Did you say something on it?
Nah, I don't really have too much to say on it.
All right. Well, this game got me excited, even though I said I was sick of them. The Mario Maker game.
Hell yeah.
Wait for that.
Yeah, most definitely a game I'm looking forward to. Being able to create your own, Mario levels. Go ahead, take us away on that one, Mizzah Tee.
It's funny because when they kind of leaked this game, because somebody took a picture of some of the billboards or whatever at E3 before it happened, and I didn't think it was real. Like, somebody had convinced me that it wasn't real, and then obviously it was, and I was like, holy crap, they're actually going to do it. This is a game that, again, that seems like a no-brainer. Should have probably came out a long time ago. Should have been a series already, you would think, where it will allow you to create your own Mario levels, because people have been doing it, like I said, in Little Big Planet for a long time. So it was, Nintendo probably should have done this a long time ago. But obviously, the aspects of it are very cool. Being able to share and make your own trollish Mario levels sounds like a lot of fun to me. I think this game has a lot of potential. I'm really looking forward to it. If the price is right, it's going to be one of those big titles. So we'll see.
All right, what about you, Doe? You excited for Mario Maker? All right, I think Doe got his mic muted.
No, okay. I'm here. Hell no.
Oh, dang.
I'm tired of goddamn Mario. I see another damn Mario, man.
No, time out. You can't hate on this game, yo. We're not going to do that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, tell him why you can't
hate
hate on it, Doc. Go ahead, tell him why you can't hate on it.
Yo. For one, the game is fucking hot. You actually could.
How you gonna tell me? How you tell me?
Because I'm telling you. No, I ain't having it, though.
Dog Holy, you interrupted me, sir. You interrupted me.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, he asked me.
I'm going to mute my mic again. Tell me when you're done, sir.
Appreciate it, sir. But when it comes down to that game, I am not looking forward to another Mario. You know what I'm saying, dude? They got Marios up the wazoo, especially 2D Marios. You know what I'm saying? 2D, man, I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to see another Mario. They can put Mario on hiatus for the next 8 years, and I will be fine with it. I don't want to see another Mario game. But that's the way I feel about it. And that's what it is.
You got your damn mind.
Are you done? Yeah, you out your damn mind. You should get smacked. Yo, check this out, man. That Mario game is not like, okay, y'all can say it's a new game, y'all can say it's an old game, whatever. That Mario Maker is fucking amazing. Especially when you can play it as the old one or play it as, I think it had 2D or 3D. At the end of the day, that game is fucking hot. But you want to play a Mario game all because this is Mario. How about it was Luigi Maker or Yoshi Maker? Will you play that? Doe?
It's not neither one. I don't want to play any games of that caliber. I don't want to play nothing to deal with Mario's type style. You know, if they did like something like a yarn game that I can make stuff in, that'll be different. But it has to be with another character other than Mario. I don't want to see that plumber. No.
Use a hater. That's what you want. Use a hater.
It's a double standard with Mario. Mario Party is not a Mario game. Super Smash Brothers is not a Mario game, but they get called Mario games. Mario Kart is not a Mario game.
Hey, that plumber in it, ain't he?
Yeah, but so is 30 other characters. But
I'm trying to see him. I don't want to see him.
So let me ask you a question. If that Zelda game was said the new Zelda promoted by Mario, you ain't get it?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I wouldn't get it. I don't want to see that plumber no more.
John Doe is too gangster for Mario Brothers, man.
I ain't too gangster. Dude, hold on. I was just telling you that you missed out on one of the best games on the Wii. What it is? What's that Mario? Mizzah Tee.
On the Wii.
On the Wii. It's two parts to it. Man, I can't think of it.
Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy, Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that's one of the best games right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to play that. You know, because he said he hadn't played it yet.
Oh, you got to get on that Galaxy.
Yeah, I said, man, that's one.
1 and 2.
Yeah, both of them awesome. You know what I'm saying? Awesome games. See, so I'm not a hater. I'm just tired of seeing them. You know what I'm saying? I give credit where credit due, but I just didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't really like the concept of the Mario Maker. That's just me, though. You know?
All right, well, go ahead, Dark Holy. Say what you got to say.
Oh, he said what he had to say.
I said I have to say Mario Kart, he hated, and forget him.
As a fan of Mario, and I don't care how many Marios they make, I think this is a really cool idea. It's a good spin on it, being able to create your own level.
Give me a Zelda maker after
that. We're going to ban Cat John Doe for saying anything else for the rest of the podcast.
Sharing it with your friends.
It kills me because Mario is one of the most innovative series out there. Like,
yes, sir.
Super Mario Brothers is nothing like Mario Galaxy. Like, yeah, Mario's in it, but they're completely different games. You know, and Mario gets a lot of flack, but his games are very innovative. Mario Sunshine is one of the most different of the Mario 3D games. So, you know, but no, we can move on.
Okay, all right. So y'all done with the Mario Maker, I guess. This was what they ended the show with, and in my opinion, it was it was one of the most pleasant surprises of the entire show. Splatoon. I'm gonna go ahead and let John Doe or Mizzah Tee, whichever one of y'all want to get into that first. You know.
Oh no, let Screwface take it. Screwface is real hype about it.
All right, go ahead, Screwface.
I think Splatoon is awesome. I'm not a shooter game person at all, but I love the spin, the kind of it's almost like they're making a joke of shooter games, but they make it look so fun to play. You know how you can swim through your paint as a squid or whatever, and then you're a person when you're not doing that. All the different weapons, like the paint roller. It looked like in one of the in the trailer it showed like a flyover where they was dropping paint from the sky and shit. Like I just think it looks just fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun shooter. It's not all serious and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be a great game. I'm going to get that day one, man. That looks like a hell of a game. It's hot.
Most definitely. What you think about it, though? Splatoon.
I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play that. You know what I'm saying? Going around. Now, I did watch some gameplay of that. I did go back and see. I don't know if it was on the Treehouse or it was just a random, but I think it was on the Treehouse and they were showing Splatoon. And I think they had the creator playing it, actually. You know what I'm saying? They had the creator. He was actually playing it, and they were showing you how you can go and lay the paint or whatever, and how you can get up to other levels. And it was like you can shoot up walls, but walls don't really count. But it's a good way to get up to another level or whatever, so you can look down on your opponents or whatnot. Dude, it looked like it's gonna be a fun game, and they better have a massive multiplayer community for this game. You know what I'm saying? It better not be local multiplayer, man, or we gonna have a problem.
Well, no, it's 8-player 4 versus 4 multiplayer, so I'm pretty sure it's online.
You can't do that on one console.
Yeah.
Man. Sure, hold on. They got 8 players on the Wii U?
No, I mean you can do 4 or 5 tops. And one,
hey, the Xbox One got 8. You can hook 8 controllers up to the Xbox One.
Well, we ain't talking about that.
We're talking about the Wii U.
We're talking about Wii, boy.
I'm just saying. Hey, I gotta give credit where credit due, but nah, man, I didn't figure that it wouldn't be. I figured this game would be an online game. I'm just popping shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I can't wait to play it.
Yeah. What you think about it, T?
For me, you can call me crazy. This was a game of the show for me. And the thing that makes it, yeah.
What? Oh,
I can't give it to Zelda because we only saw how beautiful it looked in gameplay, and that's why I'm going to give this one the game of the show for me, because we got to see gameplay and the fact that it came out of nowhere. Came completely out of left field. Nobody had any idea. There was no rumors about it. It just came out of nowhere, and to me, it stole the show.
Over Yoshi Yarn though.
Over Yoshi Yarn even, yeah. Because we saw Yoshi Yarn, we had some idea it was coming. The fact that this game came out of nowhere and was so damn good to me is why it stole the show. Not just because we didn't see it coming. That's what made it even bigger for me. So I'm not saying it's the best game of the show, but I'm saying of this particular show, I was most excited about it because it was so fresh and it was so different, and we had no idea it was coming. And like you said, I mean, it utilizes the gamepad really well because you're going to be hopping over the map. You're going to be able to see the map, and you're going to want to know how much territory your crew has got, and you're going to be using the quick jump, and you can hide in your paint and camp and pop out and blast people. It just looks like somebody else said it looks like the Mario Kart of shooters, and that's a great explanation for me. And day one, easy for this one.
Yep, I agree with you. I'm gonna be right there shooting paint with you, son. We can shoot some paint together.
What's your views on it, Holy?
I will be getting that game day one, and I will be paying my kids on punishment because I know you're gonna whoop my ass with this shit. But yeah, I didn't see that coming, y'all. That game right there, oh man, I definitely didn't see that game coming from a long shot. So I have to say, man, with Nintendo doing their fucking job, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I didn't see that game coming either. And when I first saw it, I was like, well, the first glimpse I got of it was like when it looked like a little squid swimming through the paint, and I was like, what the hell is this?
I thought it was the Blob at first.
Yeah, I know what it was, and I was like, what is? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. But as I started watching it, I was like, this looks like pure fun. I mean, and then I saw him running around with huge paint rollers, so it's different ways. They're gonna have different weapons based on around paint, and I thought I think
that's a power up, like
the power ups and the extra weapons.
That's a power up.
There was like a paint. There was like a paint nuke. You just see that? I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
awesome.
A sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was real dope, man. And I gotta agree with Mizzah Tee. I think that was game of the show for me as well, because even though I did like Woolly World and the whole Smash Bros presentation, but I gotta give it to Splatoon because it was a surprise. You know what I'm saying? We knew about Bayonetta 2, we knew about Hyrule Warriors, we knew about Xenoblade Chronicles and all of these, but
I didn't know about Yoshi Yarn. Hey.
Well, Yoshi's Yarn we saw a couple years ago. I was talking to Mizzah Tee about that. That was really Yoshi's Yarn. What we saw a couple years ago. It's the Woolly's World is the final build of it.
Hold on. So they never put out Yoshi Yarn?
Yoshi's Woolly World is Yoshi Yarn. It was the early name, the concept name of it, and then it became Yoshi Woolly World once they figured out.
No, that's what I'm saying. They never actually put out a game called Yoshi Yarn?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, that was news to me too.
Yeah, see, I thought they had already put out a Yoshi Yarn.
They put out a Kirby's Epic Yarn on Wii.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure was. That was it.
Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Kirby's Epic Yarn on Wii. Yeah.
And that was a shock to me too, because I thought like I said, I thought this was a sequel to Yoshi's Yarn, but Mizzah Tee schooled me. That's why we need a guy like him on our squad,
Yeah, like I told him, he know his thing when it comes down to Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? I need the inside.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, I agree with Mizzah Tee. Splatoon was a pleasant surprise, and I can't wait to get my hands on that.
New IP, Nintendo don't do enough of those, so.
Most definitely. So, what y'all think that's the end of it? Y'all think we came to a close? Anybody want to say anything else on Nintendo's conference?
No, I do. I think we can go in and give our grades. Let's go in and give our grades. You know.
All right. I'll go ahead and get mine first, I guess. I'm gonna give them what I gave them in my review. I'm gonna give them a B+. And yes, that edges out Microsoft, just by a smidgen. I think they did a hell of a job. Presentation-wise, they gave on a good show. It wasn't just a bunch of talking and trailers and gameplay. They actually put a little bit of entertainment in it with the robot chicken little segments and everything. And the intro, the way it came on, was just beautiful. So I got to give them a B+ for that. They did a hell of a job, and I couldn't believe I'm saying this, but Nintendo won the show for me, y'all.
All right. Who next? You calling them out? Who next?
Oh, you go ahead, John Doe. Go ahead, give your opinion.
All right, I'm gonna give them a B+, and they would have got an A+. Well, they would have got an A, but I had to deduct that they didn't show up for E3, and they didn't fulfill a whole 90 minutes with their cast or whatever. So, with that being said, I give them a B+, and I'm gonna give them a tie for E3. They're gonna be tied for E3 because they didn't show up. But they would have won it outright if they had just showed up and did it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Screwface? What you giving Nintendo?
Okay. I would love to give them an A- and give them the show as a fan, but because they didn't present it like the other two guys did, right, wrong, or indifferent, I can't give them that. So I'm gonna stick with the grade I gave them, which in my video, which was a B-, just because I couldn't let them out edge Microsoft. But if they would have done all this presentation live and did all of the treehouse things they did afterwards all together in a 90-minute segment, they easily would have won E3.
Well, I could agree with that. Because as we're talking, we, Mizzah Tee keep on referring us to the treehouse. So I do think if they'd have actually shown the treehouse, hands down.
That they didn't have enough, the Nintendo haters say, well, they didn't have enough to do a presentation. They didn't have enough stuff to talk about. If they would have threw all the treehouse stuff in there with that presentation, it would have had easy 90 minutes.
Yep.
Yo,
most definitely. All right, we're gonna get to you, Mizzah Tee. We saving you for last. Hold on.
Go off.
Doc Holy, give Nintendo your grade.
A+.
Oh, whoa. All right. Okay. A+. All right. He man of short words. All right, Mizzah Tee, go ahead.
A+ as well. And let me first say, deducting in Nintendo for bringing the future of E3 is this is what's going to happen in the future. Nintendo is showing you what's E3 going to be going forward. Okay, so the way they presented themselves, don't be surprised if Microsoft and Sony are doing that in the next couple of years. Okay, don't be surprised. Okay, so and as far as the treehouse, you guys realize that the treehouse was you can't put that in the presentation because the treehouse started at 12:30 afternoon and it ended at about 7 o'clock that night for 3 straight days. So I don't know how you're gonna put that in a 90-minute presentation. So that wasn't
the stuff that they showed if they would have included it.
Yeah, like what they showed.
Mr. T seemed a little mad, man. He mad over that, Mr. T. He sound mad.
I don't want it.
Mr. T ain't mad. No.
Shoot, Mr. T might go make a video on me, man.
No, I'm just trying to fix some misconceptions. You're saying that if they would have showed gameplay, I think this was their plan. Is to get in depth with the game in the treehouse, and to let you get a feel for it. They just wanted to show you. They wanted to cut out all the fluff. Because it was pretty close to about 40 minutes of just games, and they could have threw in Usher dancing or something else to make it 90, but I feel like that's the old way. That's the old way of presenting yourself at E3. Nintendo's showing you the future. You know how people say they old school and whatnot? They're showing you the future.
And Mr. T, I wanted you to go ahead and give some honorable mentions about the treehouse because we didn't mention Devil's Third or any other games that was just strictly in the treehouse, And Devil's Third was a big game that wasn't a part of the presentation.
Right. Again, Devil's Third is, if you don't know, it's a game that was being worked on at THQ before they fell, and it was going to be a multi-plat, and Nintendo, just like Bayonetta 2, went in and swooped and saved that game, and it's coming to the Wii U exclusively now. And I think it hasn't been talked about because people, still have a lot of people have that Bayonetta 2 taste in their mouth. They don't like it, so so they talking about, the graphics ain't as good, blah blah blah. But the game was a PS3, Xbox 360 game, so it's not gonna be that much better looking, because they basically went in and funded the publishing and all that stuff to make sure this game could come out. But the multiplayer in the game looks crazy. Like, here we go, we've got another Nintendo only game, but it has looks like really cool online multiplayer aspects. And Devil's Third it's hard to explain. It's I'm not gonna mess the guy's name up, but he's the guy who did the DOA games and the Ninja Gaiden game. I'm gonna mess his name up. I ain't gonna say it. It's a T. Starts with a T.
I know you're talking about the one who left. What's that company? Ninja.
Left Tecmo.
Huh? No,
Tecmo.
not Tecmo. No, it was,
Ninja Theory or something like that?
The company Ninja something. Man, what's
Oh,
name?
Team Ninja. You talking about Team
Team
Ninja?
Ninja. Yeah, he was on Team Ninja.
Yeah, he's a Team Ninja guy. Yeah.
Is his name Itagaki or something like that?
Itagaki, right? Just with Itagaki.
Tonomabu.
Yeah, Tonomabu. That's good. But the game looks crazy. Like, you can go from third person slicing people up, like Ninja Gaiden style, to first person shooting, to it's crazy and it's gory and it's so very un-Nintendo like, and it just looks really crazy and cool. And that was part of the treehouse that you didn't get to see in their presentation, the digital event. So there's a lot of cool stuff on the side coming out as well. Another new IP from Nintendo. Oh, another one. But it's on the 3DS. It's called Codename Steam. It's kind of a hybrid with a strategy game with a kind of first-person shooter or third-person shooter elements to it, with the steampunk kind of look. So, yeah, I mean, Nintendo did it up. And I like how they broke it down with the digital event to show their big games, and the treehouse to show you the gameplay of those games, and some more announcements, and it was pretty cool.
All right.
So, A+.
I don't believe it's A+, but okay.
My opinion.
They didn't show up. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show up for their presentation. And they didn't give me a whole 90 minutes.
They only had the biggest booth and the best games.
Hey, they didn't meet the requirements of E3.
Those are old requirements, fools. Old requirements. We're going into the future, and the future is.
Well, with that being said, man, we done ran way over, but we wanted to make sure we covered everything thoroughly. So we took out segments of the show. I hope everybody who watched it, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Starting with Mr. T. Go on and say your outro, sir.
All right, folks, it's Mizzah Tee of the Mizzah Tee Show. Had a great time with the discussion. Check me out. I'm going to do my own video on, the Nintendo event, and make sure you check that out. And had a great time, folks.
All right. Screwface.
Say goodbye to the bad guy.
C4.
This your boy C4. Chat with me, and I'm out.
All right, Dog Holy.
Yo, this is Dog Cody, a.k.a. Mushmouth, and y'all didn't understand shit I said the whole show.
Yeah, probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? Well, make sure y'all check down in the description. Once the video load, all these guys' channels will be down there. But this your boy John Doe. Like I said, thank you again for coming out and joining me. And we out. Later, people. Yeah.